miracles do I believe in? There we go. Hello? Mhm. Continue, sorry. I'm fixing audio for YouTube, so just ignore me for the moment. Oh, yeah, yeah. So they absolutely are. Before I answer those, the people that are on YouTube, can you hear the guest talk or no? But, um, so the planet's forming. I don't know why was your explanation that that was a miracle? So that means it's a miracle? Yes, we do. Protoplanetary disks start, expand, dust collects after the star collapses to, or after the stuff collapses to form a star. We have observed star form. Yes, we. Yes, we have seen stars form, though not in real time because stellar birth takes hundreds of thousands of years. Astronomers instead capture snapshots of the entire process using powerful tools, Hubble, James Webb, all that type of stuff. We've seen processes of it taking. Um, yeah, the whole process takes a very long time, but we've seen steps of it.
Even, for example, if you've seen one step of something, right? You can't say what the next step is. You've only seen one step. You weren't there to verify the other 8 ones that need to take place. So this is all a theory. You've never
No,
seen it.
we've
You've
seen
seen a small
different
fraction of it.
steps of the formation of a star. It's not just one step that we've seen over and over and over.
And even then, I would push back with my bad. I don't know if you're still talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've seen steps of the stars forming, and not just one step, like distant formations of stars, right? None of that. I don't understand how any of that is a miracle. We're seeing the steps of the stars form through different stars, the same stars, whatever have you, but we see the steps of a star forming.
So can you show me any of that? Like some footage from space of a star forming?
Like we said, those things takes hundreds of years. I can show you snapshots of like a pre-Birtle star, or like a nebula, which is where stars come from.
But once again, no actual footage for you to say like you've observed it.
Yeah, what you keep saying footage, and we keep saying, yeah, we do have snapshots of stars forming in progress, and you say, yeah, but no footage. So what are you asking for?
I'm asking like, how would you substantiate that claim that we've seen them forming?
Because we've taken snapshots of literally different progressions of stars forming.
So let me clarify what I'm getting at. A picture doesn't show like a bunch of particles coming together. It just shows a picture. We don't
Okay,
know
so
if that stuff's moving apart.
so
We
you
don't know if it's
want.
moving together.
Yes, we
So
do.
that's why I was asking for
Yes, we do.
footage.
We do know that.
Okay, so can you show me footage of it?
See, so now you've swapped from videos to, or from photos to video. So you want a full
No,
video
I've been on
of
videos.
you want a full video of a star forming from beginning to end.
I didn't say beginning to end. I said whatever stage it's in. Because like I want to clarify. If I show you a picture of something, does that show how it's moving?
No, but depending on the picture, I can figure it
Exactly.
out.
So
Well, hold on, you interrupted me. Depending on the picture,
yeah,
I
go
can
ahead.
figure out how it's moving. Like if a car's streaming down,
Not necessarily.
that's why I said depending on the picture. If someone takes a picture of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
car moving, I can determine it like, are the trees bent? Where was the location? I can get like a wind, and then I could get a relative wind. I could see like if their face is pushed back. There's all sorts of ways you can determine speed from a picture.
I would agree with that scenario, yeah. But in this scenario, I'm sure of whatever picture you show, it's going to be a clear picture. There's not going to be any streaks to show
Yeah,
um
we have things like
any movement.
Yeah, gravitational lensing
Can,
is a big thing.
just let me finish though, bro. If you were to show the picture, I'm sure it would be a very clear picture. It wouldn't show any distance or any streaks to say, oh, it's moving this way from that way. It would just be a clear picture. You don't know if it's moving out, inside. You're
Yes, we
just
do.
then you're putting your interpretation on what the picture is doing.
Nope.
So if you can't show me footage, I would have to dismiss that. Like you
No.
said in your
See,
debate,
well, hold on. You're
that which
just
can
saying,
be presented without evidence can be dismissed without
yeah,
evidence.
but we do have evidence to present. We can present a picture.
I'm asking you for it,
Yeah, and
brother.
I'm literally explaining it to you. We can show you a picture, and we can take complex understandings of how gravity works, especially in an environment like a nebula, and we can understand how those dust particles are coming together.
Okay, so you would take a picture and then assume
Not
gravity's doing this,
assume.
but the actual footage isn't going to show it.
Not assume. Well, there's
That's what
no
I'm getting at.
footage. I don't know why you're asking for a footage. A video is just a bunch of pictures put together. So we have several pictures of one star that we could just stream together. That's not going to do anything different
Can
than
you
just looking at all those pictures. Um,
can you show that?
a bunch of pictures of a star, sure, it's not going to look
Yeah,
any
that shows
different.
a star. That shows
These
a. That's what
things,
I'm saying. That shows it forming.
no, these things take a very long time. You're asking for evidence that can't exist.
Thank you. So what I'm getting at is you're believing in something you
No,
can't prove.
can you show me footage of God, please?
Well, for one,
Nope, just a yes or no.
right? If you want to swap the burden here, right?
Not swapping the
No,
burden.
you
It's a
asked a
point.
question, which
I'm
is not
proving
the
a
point.
point.
I'm gonna answer though. Oh, but yeah, but you gotta let me answer, right?
Yeah, it's a
Right?
yes or
You gotta
no.
let me answer. So it's not. It's not.
It
You can't
is.
tell me how to answer, brother. Respectfully, let me
I
tell you why
can
it's not.
because it's a yes or no.
If you allow me to, I'm gonna tell you why it's not.
Nope, I
So the
just
reason
need a
it's
yes or
not.
no. Can you show me footage of God? That's a simple yes or no.
Can I answer the way I would like, or do you want
No,
to
it's
put
just a
me in
yes or
some
no.
weird box of like, so
It's
I
not a
can't
weird
answer the way I want?
box. It's not a weird box. I'm asking you, can you do this? It's a yes or no.
I'm trying to answer.
It's a
If
yes
you
or
could let me be
no. It's
genuine,
real
it's
simple.
not though.
Yes.
It's not
Okay, so
though.
then why? Okay, you know what? That's fine too. That's your answer. It's not that simple as a yes or no. So why
No,
is
I would
your
like to answer,
answer,
bro.
why is it that yours isn't so simple, but mine has to be so simple? Either I show you the
I
footage or
didn't
I don't.
answer. I didn't answer.
No, you did. You gave me enough of an answer to prove my point. So why
No,
is
I didn't
yours?
answer.
Yes, you did. Why
I
is
didn't.
yours not simple, but mine has to be simple, where it's either I show you the footage or it's a belief?
Because this is what I'm saying. For one, the difference of I admit that we believe in God through faith. Now, mind you, there's a multiple biblical historical proofs I could give you, right? But as God Himself, God doesn't want to bust through the clouds and say, "Hey, Clips, I'm real, and that's why you believe in me." It's supposed to be through faith, even though there's a lot of evidences. So you're asking something that God tells us He doesn't do. We're supposed to believe through faith. That's why it's different. But you believe off of scientific. Science means to know, but you're not demonstrating you
I
know
don't
anything.
know
You just think
real
it.
sea genus. I don't know. No, we don't think it. We prove it through empirical processes.
You just showed me you didn't by
No,
not
I
having
didn't.
footage of what you believe
Yeah,
in,
see, we have pictures. Why aren't pictures good enough?
which don't show what you're talking about.
Yes, they do. I can show you like a nebula where stars are actively forming. You've seen it, the hand
And
of God, where it looks like a hand reaching out. Nebula, the
and
heart
that picture
nebula,
is
the
gonna
horse
show which
nebula.
way they're moving.
Uh, I mean, well, yeah, because the dust has like giant pillars on it.
It's gonna
So
show where they're moving.
hold on here. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you.
But so a picture is gonna show where something's moving.
Yes, we've already went over that it can, and you agreed to that.
Yeah, but not in this scenario. You said
Why?
a car showing streaks.
Why does it randomly change?
That was your evidence of how you know something's moving in a picture.
Here we go.
So we're
So
not gonna see
this
that in
is a
this picture.
nebula. So how it's moving is a little weird because how are you going to show like a direction in space? Um,
Thank you.
But well, no, it just means that your question makes no sense because what is up, what is down, what is left and right in space, you know?
If
But
you
we
have a
can,
reference point,
yeah, you can arbitrarily draw any reference point on here,
so like
and
that very top star right there, we could say something is
you're saying
down
right
from there.
here? Well, no,
Yeah, we
because
could
what
say
is down?
something is down from there.
You're saying this is down from the star?
That whatever that big dust cloud, it's below it.
Big dust cloud. This is a nebula.
Okay,
This
so
isn't.
for
This
one,
is below it on the picture. Um,
thank
so
you.
yeah, in a two-dimensional understanding, it's below it in the picture. So in this case, things would be moving in all sorts of directions because gravity's pulling everything like this. That's why you have That's why you have the arching finger there, pulling down, is because things are constantly being pulled together. But the mass isn't collected enough to form into a ball. But that is how stars are born, is because they do get into
So
clumps and then they form and then they get shot off.
yeah, I get the theory, but based upon that picture,
It's
is
not a
there any
theory.
streaks?
There
I
wouldn't
get
be
the
streaks.
theory,
I mean,
but based upon,
absolutely there are streaks. Look
bro,
down here.
you gotta let me talk, bro.
Well, you asked me a question.
I didn't finish the question
You
though.
said, "Are there streaks?" Based on that image,
I
there
didn't
aren't.
finish my
Yes, there
question, bro.
are. Yes, you
I
did.
didn't finish my question, bro.
You did. You said, "Are there
I
streaks?"
finished my question in
Based,
the middle of you
yes, you
cutting me
said,
off.
no, you said, "Are there streaks?" Based on that image, no, there isn't. So I'm responding to that question. They're not streaks, but you can clearly see the formation of this full nebula
No, you
through.
can't.
Okay, what is this? What is this right here? Where my cursor's over. What is this?
I don't know. You tell me.
Why does it get thicker up here and more faint down here?
You tell me.
No. You're saying it's not good enough. So now this is the thing flat earthers never do. They'll say, no, this
No,
isn't
no.
good enough,
Okay, let me
and then
answer.
never
Let me
explain
answer.
why it's not
Yeah,
good enough.
let me
Go
answer.
ahead.
Let me answer. Does that image prove that it's moving a certain way?
Um, yeah, I
No,
mean,
it doesn't.
absolutely.
It
We can
doesn't.
take
It could be moving towards the bottom, or it could be moving up. You don't know. Like I said, there's no
from
streaks to
this
demonstrate it.
individual image. Actually, we probably could if I was more meticulous, because we could see if like we have any lensing over here or any of the nearby stars to determine its mass, and then from that
Yeah,
we could figure out which
I've
way it
seen that
goes.
picture too. There's none of it.
Well, no, there's objectively
You're
going to be.
assuming based
No,
upon your theory of
if I was
gravity
to see the
that that's what's
raw
happening.
data of the hand of creation or the hand of God, I forget the name of this, we would probably see lensing. This is an image that was put out to the public, so it's made to look prettier, right? But there would be some lensing around here just because it has mass and the way light interacts with warping and bending of space-time.
So
We're
they
going to
took
see
away
some
the
sort of
streaks.
thing.
They took away the streaks. Now they're just not there.
No, where did I say streaks at all? Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep just like
They took
putting
away
in
the proof.
words?
That's what you're saying. They took away
No,
the
they didn't
proof that
take away
shows
the
it's
proof.
collapsing
No,
together.
when did I say that? When did I say that?
You just said they
I'll
made
just
it look
start
pretty,
making
right?
up stuff you say too, okay?
You just said they made it look pretty, right? So they changed something,
Well, yeah, they make it look pretty.
right?
This
Okay,
image
so they
is.
changed something.
They didn't change something, they enhanced the image.
That's changing it. Like putting on makeup, it's changing something.
No, it's enhancing it. You're trying to use change as if they like altered the image and
The
it's not
point
the
is,
same
bro,
image, and I'm
the
not letting
point
you get
is,
away with that.
the point is that doesn't show anything for me. It's
Yeah,
a picture
why?
of it.
Why?
Because it's a picture. Like I said, you would need footage. So
Why
once
why
again,
does
we
it
can move
have
on
to
to
be
my next point.
footage? Why does
If
it
you
have
want
to be footage?
substantiate your claim of we see stars forming, you would have to see them forming, not a picture of it sitting there.
Here's a planetary nebula.
That looks like an explosion. Doesn't look like anything's coming
That's
together.
literally what a protoplanetary disk starts from.
That looks like an explosion. Not
That's
anything
literally
coming
what
together.
they start from.
Okay, so we can observe explosions. Does that show anything coming together?
Yeah, quite literally at the bow tie it does.
No. An explosion
What do
is
you
not
mean?
something
Okay,
coming together.
explain to me what is happening there.
Is an explosion something coming together or blowing apart? Like
It's
I said,
blowing
it looks
apart.
like an
That's why
explosion.
you have two
Thank
excretions
you.
of
So
total
is blowing
explosions.
apart coming together?
No.
Thank you. That's my point, brother.
Okay,
coming
anyways,
together.
can you tell me what's happening in the middle? Can you tell me what's happening in the middle?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
So you
It
have
could be
no
fake.
idea what you're looking at. You're making a claim that it's not that thing, and then you said explosions
You
pull
already
apart.
said it's an explosion. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's an explosion.
Okay, it's not coming together. What explosion comes together?
Explosions
Unless it
form things
implodes.
together. By the
Unless
way,
it implodes,
explosions do form things together. By the
that's an
way,
implosion.
that's not an implosion.
Yeah, so no proof on stars forming. You want to go to
We
Neobiogenesis?
literally have one right. Well, this is a
You literally
protoplanetary
have an
nebula.
explosion. Wow.
Yes, and we
Something's
know
blowing up. Wow.
protoplanetary disks
That means it
start
all
from
comes together,
explosion.
guys.
Yes, I'm trying to explain it to you, but you won't stop yapping like normal flat earthers when presented with real evidence. Have to try and discredit it as much as possible because you don't understand it. Because your lack of
I'll
understanding
let you
is
finish. Go
not
ahead.
my problem. Why would you interrupt me to tell me you're going to let me finish? Just shut your mouth. Your lack of understanding is not my problem. If you can't understand how we know this data through things like gravity and planetary life cycles, in this case, planetary life cycles, or star life cycles, why is that my fault? Just because you say, an explosion, does that mean two things come together? Which, by the way, it can. Explosions can fuse things together. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take that as you don't have any proof of stars forming, because that's what you just showed. You showed an image of
Literally, we
something
can. Here's
still,
a Crab
and then you
Nebula.
showed something blowing up.
Okay, here you go. Here's a Red Spider Nebula. Nothing blowing up.
Wow. Does, like I said, a picture doesn't show the direction it's moving in,
Why does it have to show what? Say it's moving in whatever
because
direction you
then we
want.
know it's
Why does it
coming
matter?
together. Because then we know it's coming together, which would prove your theory.
No,
This
say it's
doesn't.
all moving in all sorts of. They're all moving in opposite direction. Everything in that image is moving in opposite directions.
Is that a planet forming? If it's all moving
That's
apart?
not a planet forming. That's the
Okay,
Red Spider
that was my
Nebula. That's
point.
where a
That was
star
my point.
forms.
That was my point.
That's where a
A
star
star
forms.
forming, a planet forming, etc. If it's moving apart from each other, a planet needs to come together.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's the opposite
Let's
of
say
what you're
this
talking
stuff over
about.
here is moving away from this stuff over here, right? So all these gases and space debris, microscopic space debris, is going to be moving away. That mass of whatever's moving away, right, will slowly start to come together because it has mass, and they're going to attract each other, and then it's going to get denser and
Oh,
denser, and then
yeah.
a part of gravity that people don't realize is how much mass is in a given volume, and so the tighter they get together, the stronger it is. So they start collecting more and more and more and more and more and more. So yeah, that's
Oh,
how it
believe me, like I
forms.
said a while ago. Like I said a while ago, I hear the theory, haven't seen the proof.
That's a model that we see that was confirmed by the existence of nebulas.
Thanks for showing that
You're
too,
going
bro.
to
It
have to
really proves my point
disprove
there.
gravity to say that that's not what's going to happen.
So now you want to move the goalpost because you can't show
Not
stars
moving the
forming,
gold
right?
pass at all. No, because we know how stars should form. We predicted them, and we predicted nebulas. We found all that stuff. Therefore, all of the proof is in our area.
Oh, I get the theory. Sounds good. Do you know the etymology or one of the root words of science? You know, it means to know,
I don't
not
do
to
the whole
think.
Phil Bro shit. I don't care about it.
No, but I'm telling you a fact that I think you should care
Nope,
about,
don't care about
right?
your Phil Bro shit. Don't care about
No,
it
it's
at
not
all.
Phil bro shit.
It
It's a
absolutely
fact.
is. No, it's a Phil
It's a
Bro.
Phil bro
Don't
shit.
care.
It's okay. You can say that, but I'm gonna say something important right now. Okay.
Hold on 1 second,
Science,
Captain.
for everybody who doesn't know, an important part of it, it means to know. That's one of the etymologies of science, to know. Not to theorize, and stuff sounds good, but we never see it like on these pictures.
What are you
It means
talking
to
about to
know.
know?
You didn't show any that you didn't show that you know anything. You
Yeah,
got a nice theory though,
we
bro.
don't ever truly know anything in science. You obviously don't know what science is. Nothing is
Do we know
100%.
that humans breathe oxygen?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
we
we
know
also
that.
breathe
We don't.
nitrogen.
Thank you. You just disproved yourself.
What? Do we
You just
breathe
disproved yourself.
nitrogen? Do we breathe nitrogen?
Can they put a human on a machine and they
Hey, are you
breathe
going to
a
answer the fucking
nitrogen tank?
question? Do we breathe nitrogen?
We breathe it in, but we don't
Hmm.
primarily breathe that. That's not
Wow.
what goes
No,
in our
we do
lungs.
primarily breathe nitrogen.
So
Our atmosphere is
what my
mostly
question is to
nitrogen.
demonstrate that. Have you ever seen a human on an oxygen tank? Right? It's pure
Yeah,
oxygen.
it's
Have you ever
not
seen a
pure
human on a
oxygen. It's
nitrogen tank?
diluted oxygen.
Have you ever seen a human on a nitrogen tank?
Nope.
Okay, because they would die.
Yeah, but we do breathe
So,
nitrogen.
so that proves that we know we only breathe. That's what we need, oxygen. Yes, we breathe in other stuff, but we need the oxygen. So we know that.
I
We
have called
scientifically
whippets.
know
Oh
that.
yeah, we do see people actually breathe in other gases. Yeah.
I didn't say they don't breathe in other gases. I was talking about
Well,
the
you said
one
we
that we
breathe in
need.
oxygen. We also breathe in nitrogen.
I didn't say we didn't. I said
Okay,
the
but
one that
we
we need.
also do this thing.
The
See
one
how
that we know we
science is
need.
like much more nuanced than that? And we don't know. What if we come to find out that it's not actually oxygen we're using? What if
We've
another theory are
demonstrated it in hundreds of ways. That's not true.
so that's 100% proof because we demonstrated it in hundreds of ways?
Because if I put you in a room with no oxygen, you're gonna die 1,000% of the
How do you
time.
know that? Have you done that?
Hey, would you be willing to bet your bank account that you wouldn't?
That's not the question I asked you. How do you know? Have you done that?
Because I'd be willing to bet my bank account that
So are
I
you
would
going to
not want to
answer
be in a
any
room with
question
no
I ask you
oxygen.
at all?
I literally answered your question. That's
No,
why.
it's a
Because I can
simple
bet
yes or
everything I
no.
own. What was your question? And what are you talking about?
How do you know, or sorry, it's not a simple yes or no. How do you know that is going to happen?
That was
30
going to
seconds.
happen. Let's clarify.
If there is no oxygen in a room, someone will unalive. How do you know that is going to happen? Yeah, I don't know what the definition of word games
Because okay,
YouTube.
so when I was in firefighter class, there's a thing called backdraft, right? Where the you gotta let me finish here.
I was laughing at the
Okay,
chat.
where the
You can keep talking. I didn't interrupt you.
all right, cool. Just want to make sure you're listening.
I'm listening.
So
Yeah,
there's
you
a
don't
thing
have to
called
stop to do
backdraft
this.
where
Just
if you're
keep
in a
talking.
closed environment, as we all know, I think I got bad signal, so that might be it too. But if you're in a closed environment and there's a fire in there, I hope, as we all know, fire needs oxygen. So once all the oxygen burns out of the room, say there's a person in there that was living at the time. If they don't open a door soon, they're going to die. That's 100% proven
Yeah, that's from
because there's no
smothering.
oxygen in the room.
That's being
No, that's
suffocated.
from there not being any oxygen in the room anymore. That's
That's
why I said
from
if they survived, they were already in the fire
they're
in the
being
first place. The
smothered.
fire burned out everything else, and now they're in a room with no oxygen. The fire goes away, they will die because there's no oxygen.
Okay, cool.
And then you
That's
know
a nice
another cool thing
theory.
too, if
No, 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 no,
somebody
no, no,
comes
no.
and opens
Unpopular
the
opinion.
door
That's
and
a nice
oxygen
theory.
comes, the fire will start again.
No, that's a nice theory.
It's
But I don't
not
believe
theory.
theories.
This is something that you can prove
I
time and
don't
time again.
I don't believe your theory. That's a nice
This
theory
is
and everything. Can you
scientific
show me
method.
footage of that?
Can I show you footage of it?
Yeah.
Dude, are you seriously trying to argue right now that you
Are
don't think
you
we
could
breathe
you
oxygen?
Well, yeah, I'm just using your standard
Just
of evidence. Can you show me
wow.
footage?
Yeah. Well, I think that's a W on my part, man. If you got to resort to such a stupid
Not at
thing.
all. It should be super easy to prove it, right?
I just gave you an example. If
No,
you
no, no.
can
That's a
refute
nice
that,
theory.
then go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's a nice theory. But I don't
Refute
believe
it then.
theory. Well, can you
Refute it.
Can you refute the star nebula?
You keep asking me to do this, and I already
Can
did
you
multiple
refute?
ways.
No, you didn't. You just
I
said we
literally
don't know
did
what
multiple
direction that's
ways.
moving. That's the only
That
thing you
proves
say.
it's not coming together. If you don't know,
Well, we do know because we know gravity exists. That pulls mass
You
together.
don't know.
Yes, I
The same
just
way
told
we
you how
know
we do
humans need
know.
oxygen, you don't know which way it's moving. So you
Yes,
can't
we
say
do
it's moving
because
in
gravity exists.
because
Therefore, the
gravity,
most
because
mass.
something else. Come on, dude.
Well, yeah,
You
there's
gotta
a
hear the
cause
joke in
for
there.
it.
Yeah, I know you believe in gravity. I know.
That's why I said
That's your
you're going to
magical
have to
toy.
disprove gravity that pulls mass together.
So
Howdy,
you
Ryan.
can't
Howdy.
prove anything, and you want to continue
No,
making
we
me prove
can.
stuff.
I have shown you proof, and you said
You
we don't know what
literally
direction
didn't
it's moving.
prove
I'm going to give you a
anything.
binky because you won't shut the fuck up. Thank you for the gifts. Jesus Christ, I'm tired of you talking over me. Gravity is real. That pulls things together. So wherever the most massive part of a nebula is, and the Red Spider Nebula is that center part there, things are going to come together there. That's how we know it's moving there. Now you have to disprove gravity exists. So go ahead.
You see how you want to move the goalpost?
That's not moving the goalpost at
You can't prove
all.
anything for him. Now you want me to prove something because you can't prove something.
I'm not
That's
asking you to prove something. I'm asking you to refute it, just like you asked me to refute the oxygen thing. Are you going to do it?
This is what you're saying.
Are you going to do it
that
or
the stars
no?
coming together because of a magical force. You disprove this magical force. You're ridiculous,
Well,
bro.
no, it's not a magical force. Where did I say magical force?
You're
Am I having a seizure right now? Did I say magical force, YouTube or TikTok?
Oh, that's
Did
what
I say
gravity
magic?
is. It's a selective
Oh,
magical
no,
force.
no, 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 no. We know exactly how it works and how much it operates and all that fun jazz and the force of it. You guys just say, nah, it's a magical force. So
No, I know.
So you have to disprove that.
Selective force.
It's not selective at all.
Let me give you an example of why it's a selective force, right? You know, obviously, what happens when you fill a helium balloon, right? It
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
Why?
yep.
Why is that?
Because it's
Why
less
is
dense
that?
than the
It's
medium
buoyancy,
around
right?
it. Yeah, buoyancy.
Okay, got
Mhm.
you. Right. So gravity, I guess, that's the reason you're sitting in your chair right now, right? Not flying off. Gravity.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're getting it.
Got you. So it can act on you. I'm 192 pounds. I don't know whatever you weigh,
I'm
but the point is, I know you weigh.
235-ish right now.
Cool. So the point is, you weigh more, way more than a balloon. But I guess gravity just forgets to act on the tiny balloon. But we're gonna say because of density. I get that. But you know what? Do you know what happens if you fill a balloon with oxygen and helium?
Depending on, I'd have to know the exact mixture.
If about, I believe it's about half, maybe a little less more than the other.
I don't know off
Do you
the
know
top of
what
my head. So
happens?
it's half helium and half oxygen.
It doesn't matter. But if you fill it
Well,
at
it
the right
does.
amount, if you fill it at the right amount, which we can figure out because this is a proven thing. Again, people can see this all the time.
Do
Do
you
you
have
know what
footage of it?
happens? Yeah, I can show you, but come on, like let's
Well,
not
no, if
act.
you're going to demand footage of
Let me
things
get
that,
to my
well, hold
point.
on. No, 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 no. This is an important thing you need to
Let me get
address.
to my point
No,
before you
this is an
run.
important thing you need to address. If you're going to demand footage from me for things that takes hundreds, if not millions of years, then it's fair that you also have to provide footage for all of your claims, right?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna cut this tea kettle thing off. Yeah, that's fair, and believe me, that's no problem. I can actually show you that. But let me finish my point really quick before I do that, okay? Because I don't think you got to the point of what happens if you fill a balloon with oxygen and helium. It will float. It will just sit there and float. I guess gravity just
No,
doesn't, just
depending.
selective force, huh? It's acting on my 200-pound king size bed right now, but I can fill a balloon with two different airs and it will just float.
Well, yeah, because it's that
So where's
equilibrium.
the gravity in that situation?
It's there.
It's there, not acting on the balloon.
No, it is acting on the balloon. That's why it's floating with whatever mixture you're talking about for gases. If you put
So it
equal
keeps
parts
you
helium,
down, a
equal parts
230-pound
oxygen.
man,
Do you want me to
but
explain
it won't.
buoyancy to you?
Oh, I know how it works, and it doesn't need gravity. That's my
Okay,
point.
how does it work without gravity?
So it's as simple as this. Let me give you an example, right? Um, let's say I'm at the bottom of the ocean and I blow up an air bubble. When that air bubble forms, the water on top of it is heavier than the air. So what's going to happen is
The
the
water
water
on
is going to
top of it
move.
is heavier than the water below it?
No, you got to let me finish or listen a
Well,
little
you
better,
said
right?
something. I'm going to ask a clarifying question.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. So would you agree then that when an air bubble is at the bottom of the ocean, that the water molecules on top of that bubble are heavier than the bubble?
Are heavier than the bubble?
Are the water molecules heavier than the air?
Are the water molecules heavier than the air molecules, is what you're asking?
Yes. Which
Yes.
one weighs more? Okay, so
In
because they're
general.
heavier, brother, that water is going to go down. Now, when it goes down, it's also going to come under because as it go down, that's available space for the air to fill. So it's going to take that available space up. Now, as it goes up, the water is going to replace what's down. And as a result, because now the water is heavier, it's going to continue pushing the bubble up.
So
There is
then,
no need for your gravity in that scenario or any
okay,
buoyancy scenario.
I got you. I'm gonna bring up MS Paint for you. We're gonna do a nice drawing for you. So, here, let me get Paint.
Can you
Let
tell
me
me where
close this one.
gravity comes in on that
Yeah,
situation though?
yeah, 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 absolutely. But I'm gonna draw your diagram first, just to understand. So here, this is the bubble, right? That's the bubble. This is the water. Let me make it
What's the water?
bigger. Right here, this is the water. So you're telling me the water goes down, pushes down because it's heavier than the air. This is the air bubble.
That's density.
Okay, so why doesn't it pop the bubble? Why doesn't it just go through the bubble? This would be the
Why doesn't
least.
it pop it?
Yeah.
That would
This,
not be the least resistance.
yes, it would.
Who are you to say that?
This is the lightest point. What do you mean? Who am I to say that? Physics.
For one, bubbles don't look like that in the ocean.
Yes, they do. They're literal bubbles.
They're
What are you
especially
fucking
I
talking
said at
about?
the bottom of the ocean. So that
Yeah.
means there would be pressure on that.
Yeah, they look
So
like
it's gonna go
this.
to the point of least resistance, like you said, the
Okay, okay,
path right
sorry.
to the
Here.
left.
Here.
And mind you,
They look like this.
air is gonna stick together. It's
There you
gonna
go.
stick together. You're not gonna just cut through it.
They look like
It's
that.
gonna
Well,
stick
yes,
together.
you can literally pop a bubble with your finger. So
I didn't say you couldn't do that. I
why
didn't
does
say
the
with your
water
finger.
not just go through the bubble? This is the
Because the path of
point.
least resistance is gonna be the left and the right.
No, this is the point where there's the least amount
Who
of
are you to say
pressure.
that? Who are you to say that? You don't
Literally
know
no
that.
one. This is
You're
all of
saying that.
physics. No,
You're just
this
saying
is
that.
the point where there
You're
would be
just
the
saying that.
least amount of pressure right here.
You're
Why is
just
it not
saying
fit?
that.
No, I'm asking you a question to substantiate it, and you're just saying that. Why is it not going into the bubble? Why is it not filling the actual empty space, which is the bubble?
Because I already said the path of least resistance is the left and the right.
There is no empty space down here, by the way. This is all surrounded by water. The
As
only
that
empty
goes,
space, hey, shut the fuck
right.
up. The
Hey,
only
bro,
empty
you don't got to
space
be
is
rude. I
in
could
the,
be
yes,
rude
I
too,
do.
pussy.
The only reason
I could
there's
be rude too,
empty
pussy.
space is in the bubble. So why isn't it filling in the bubble?
I can be rude too, pussy. So watch
Okay,
your
so
mouth.
why isn't it filling in the bubble?
I literally answered your question.
No, you
So if you
didn't.
didn't like the
The
answer,
empty space
then
is the bubble. What other empty space is it filling in?
I literally described it. If you didn't get it, that's your fault, bro.
No, you're saying that it's the
No.
water
Now you're
was
just saying
filling it.
no.
No, I'm literally in the process of explaining to you the no. You're saying that the water is filling in the empty space. The empty space is the bubble. So why isn't it filling in the bubble? Why
So
is it going around the
what's
bubble?
around the water? I mean, excuse me, what's around the bubble?
It's water all around its
Okay, so
surface
why would it not stay in that fluid?
because it's trying to fill in the
That's
empty
the path
area.
of least resistance for it to go in the fluid it's already in,
What are
to
you
the
talking
left
about?
and the
Path
right.
of least resistance. You said it wants to fill in the empty space. The empty space is the bubble.
Because you already agreed that the water is heavier, so heavier things go
Mhm.
below. So they're going to go to the left and right
No.
of the balloon.
So the
Now
water
that
doesn't
leaves
want to
free
fill in the
space
empty
for the
space?
balloon to go up.
Well, no, it
Now there's
doesn't.
free space at the bottom too.
There's still water here.
I know you're thinking on this of a large scale, but we've got to think about molecules,
No, we don't.
right?
There's still water up here.
Is
Look
it
here.
water molecules and
I,
air molecules or no?
I,
Are they something different?
nope, but they behave
It's
in
not air
fluid dynamics.
molecules. What are you talking about,
They
dude?
behave in fluid dynamics, so we can just
What are you
talk about
talking
that in a
about?
macro
This guy doesn't
scale.
know what he's talking about. It's not
Hey,
molecules anymore.
hey, do I need to give you a binky or can you handle your mouth
It's
hole?
not. Is it not molecules anymore?
Okay, I've got to give you a binky. You can't control your mouth hole. So no, they operate on fluid dynamics. It's fine to think about them in a micro scale. So I don't even know
So are
why
they
that
not
would.
molecules?
Once again, I'm going to give you a binky because you can't control your mouth hole. So why isn't the water filling in the empty space? Go ahead, answer that.
This is literally going to be the third time. The third time, bro. And I don't like to keep repeating myself.
Go
Like
ahead.
I said,
I
if you
don't
have
care
a
what you like and
comprehension
don't
issue,
like. Just go ahead and
if
explain.
you have a comprehension issue, that's your fault. I've explained it twice now. It's
Well,
not
just
going
go
to be a
ahead.
third.
Go ahead and explain it.
I've literally explained it twice.
Okay, well, just do it.
If you didn't hear, I'm not going to explain it a third time.
Because you have
That
no
shows you don't have
explanation
a,
for this. Here, I'll explain to you actually how buoyancy works.
that shows you have a comprehension issue.
No, I'll explain to you how buoyancy actually works. You describe buoyancy with gravity, by the way, and then just took gravity out. Doesn't work. So hold on, let me bring up the actual equation for buoyancy here. So do you know what this equation is? Do you know what this is to calculate how buoyant something's going to be?
No, I don't care.
You don't know how to calculate? That works, by the way. This will work every time if you want to find out if something's buoyant or not. Do you know what that first letter is right there?
Let me just point out. I think observation is more important than math. So I
Well,
don't care
no,
about this
math
math problem.
describes the observation, and then we can calculate it and predict it again
Yeah,
with
all right.
math.
Just get to your point.
Yeah, so this is the buoyant force. We have rho times v times little g. Do you know what little g is, buddy? It's gravity.
Wow,
So
they
the
wrote it
way
on paper, so that means
the
it's
way
real.
no, I'm going to describe it, or I'm going to draw a little picture here for you too, so you can understand that. Hold on, don't worry. Pictures are coming. So this is whatever substance you want to call it, doesn't matter. This is something that's less dense than the medium around it. I don't care if it's an air bubble, if it's a balloon, I don't care. Doesn't matter, right? So this thing is displacing all of this stuff around it. It's displacing all of it. Water, air, doesn't matter, whatever substance you want to use. It's displacing all that. So all of this stuff wants to fill that area back in. Wants to fill it all back in, right? Wants to fill it all back in. So this stuff down here, right? What is this stuff? What happens to this stuff down here if all this stuff is stacked on top of it? What's happening down here?
For
Do you
one,
know?
why is your bubble on top of the water? I'm not.
It's not. It's in the middle of water. This is just a very quick crayon
So
drawing for you.
it's on top.
No. Okay, here, there's water up here too. There you go.
Okay.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Are you
Thank
happy?
you. Yeah, I
He
think you
needed
didn't
another
even demonstrate,
squiggle.
how a
He needed
bubble.
another squiggle, by the way, but
This guy doesn't
whatever.
know a bubble doesn't sit on top of water
Well, I
usually.
said call it a balloon, call it whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyways, do you know what happens to this stuff down here?
Hey, just
Like
make your point, bro.
what the difference is between this stuff and like this stuff up here? In this case, water, I guess. This water is more dense, or not more dense. It's under more pressure because this
Yeah.
water's pushing down on it, right? All this stuff is pushing down on it. So there's a lot more pressure down here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it pushes up with more force than the stuff down here.
That has nothing
And
to do
then
with gravity.
well, it does. Because
If
this
that's
stuff
weight you're describing.
is weight is literally mass times gravity. So good job. You
Oh,
understand
another
gravity
math
again.
problem that doesn't show observation.
That
Thank
literally
you.
predicts observations, and that's how
All
we
right,
get
man.
how
Get to your
much.
point. Get to
That's
your
how.
point. This
Well,
is
no, I'm
getting very
addressing the
boring.
stupid thing you said. That's
Getting very
literally
boring.
how we
You just
address.
described
I'm
weight
gonna
and
mute you
attributed.
again because you can't control your mouth hole. So what happens with mass times gravity is we use that to accurately predict how much something's going to weigh, the force of it. And guess what? We get the right answer every time. It's crazy how that works. Predicts reality. So gravity's pulling all this stuff down, right? So this stuff down here is under a lot more pressure. It pushes up with a multiplier of gravity. That's why it overpowers this one. These ones cancel out, right? These will cancel out because these two forces are equal. These two forces are equal. So the only remaining vector that has positive is this one. Whoa. It goes up. Look at that. With gravity. Now let's draw the diagram without gravity, okay? Let's do it without gravity this
Let me
time.
point out something real quick.
Let's do it without
You're
gravity, okay,
describing an
buddy?
effect and attributing
I'm
it to gravity.
describing gravity. That effect, we call that gravity.
You
You can call it whatever
you're
you want.
describing
We call it
weight
gravity.
going down, weight distributing in the environment, and saying this is because of
Nope.
gravity.
Okay, so you're saying
So
gravity doesn't
you just-
exist. So what
you
is
just
weight?
Literally
So what
didn't
is
prove
weight?
anything, bro.
What
You're
is
just saying
weight?
gravity does this.
Hey, buddy, what is weight? All right, we're going to take this one step at a time.
Just
What is
make your
weight?
claim, bro.
I already
I'm not
made
gonna
my
answer
claim.
stupid
I'm going
questions.
over your diagram now because you're saying this is just weight being distributed down. So what is weight if it's not mass times gravity? What is it? We'll write it off here to the side so we can
I'm not
have
gonna
your.
answer stupid questions, bro. Just
How is
make
that
your
a
point.
stupid question? I'm not making any point. I'm asking about your model that you're
You're trying to
claiming.
act like you're some type of teacher. Just make your point.
I have taught before,
You're not
but
teaching me.
well, no, I'm asking you about your model. There's no point
Just
to be
make
made.
your point. I
I'm
don't
not
like to
making a
answer stupid
point. I'm
questions.
asking
Then
you
then what
about
are you
your.
talking for if
I've
you're not
literally.
making a point?
I've said it so many times. I'm asking you about your model. That's fair, right? To question your model, to question another person's model. That's fair.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Yeah. I want to
Okay,
know
then
about
just
your
get
model.
there. Then just get there.
Yeah. What is weight on your model? If this is just weight distribution, what is weight exactly? So I know how it distributes. What is it?
I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but to answer your question, okay, I would assume, or my guess would be that weight is mass packed in a certain amount of, excuse me, is volume packed in a certain amount of mass,
Volume packed in a certain. What is volume to you?
like an amount of something.
So you mean
So unit.
mass packed into a certain amount of volume, not
Yeah,
volume
we could say
packed into
that.
mass. What do you mean we can say that? So you think weight is mass over volume?
Dude, you and your math problems, bro.
Well, no, I'm asking you about your predictive modeling.
I've
Yeah,
answered it to
as
the
they.
best of my ability. Can you
So
go
you
somewhere
don't.
with it now?
Yeah, so you don't know what's causing it. You're just guessing.
No, I think I can describe weight. I just
Okay,
did.
well then do it. What is
I
it?
just
I'll
did.
redo
We
it.
just literally did.
Okay, so it is weight over, or sorry, it is mass over volume. How much mass is in a given volume? Or
It
sorry,
depends. There's
what do you mean
different
it
density
depends?
of things.
Well, so density and weight are the same thing?
I didn't say they were, no.
Well, then, so weight is how much mass is in a given volume, then, right? I'm just trying to
It's
get
how
this right
much
for your
mass
model.
is in a certain amount of area. Yes.
Okay, volume or area. Is it A
Whatever
or
one you
V?
want to pick.
Well,
Whatever
no,
one you
this
want
is
to
your
pick.
model.
Whatever one you want to pick. I
No,
think they're the same shit.
it's your model. Okay, well, we'll say volume. So we would call that density. How much mass is in a given volume? We would call that density. So how is this? Like, where does the direction come from? So this is just a magnitude. How much stuff
I
is in a
would
given
say that's
volume?
just a law of our universe. It's just a law of the universe. Things that are heavy go down, they don't go up.
Well, heavy is subjective.
Things that weigh more than the medium go down in
Thing.
relation to that
Well,
medium
a boat weighs more than water, and it doesn't go down. So
because
that's
of
not
air.
true. So that doesn't make sense
Because of air.
because of air.
Usually there's air at the bottom of the ship or something
Yeah, but
propelling
the
it.
ship weighs more than the water.
But there's air pressure
But that
still.
doesn't matter. The ship weighs more.
The same way the submarine is heavy, but they fill it with air.
Yeah, well, they deflate it. They're like they release air, and
Okay,
yeah,
they fill it with air.
yeah. But that's a good point too. But the ship
Has
also
nothing to
weighs
do
more
with
than the
weight.
air. Wait, so now buoyancy doesn't
What
have
do you?
anything to do with weight? I thought it did.
When did I say that?
You literally just said verbatim it has nothing to do with weight.
Dude, just can you stop asking a bunch of questions and get to your point?
There
Like you
is no
keep trying to
point.
like nitpick me.
I'm not
You're
nitpicking.
trying to
I'm
nitpick
asking
me.
about
Can
your
you get to a
model.
point? Whatever you're getting at, just
There
get
is
to
no
it.
point to be made.
Okay,
The
so why
only
are you
thing I'm
talking if you don't have a point?
yeah, I'm literally trying to tell you, but you won't shut up because
You
you're
don't have a
afraid of
point.
this.
Why are you talking?
I'm trying to explain it to you. So the point is, I'm asking you
So you
about
do have
your
a point.
model. I'm asking you about your model. How do I correlate this with reality? How do I predict it? If I want to take a measurement of something, how do I do that? If I want to build a boat on your world, how do I do that? Because it works on ours with
So
all of
you don't
our
know how to
equations and
build a
everything.
boat now if the
Nope.
world's not round?
Not without gravity. I didn't say
You
anything
don't
about the
know how to
world. I
like
said
we
without
couldn't make
gravity.
like TVs and fans and stuff? What the hell are you talking about?
I didn't say without a ball. I said
This
without
guy said we can't
gravity.
make a boat if the earth isn't round. What are you
I
talking
didn't.
about?
When did I say that?
You just said how do we make a boat on my worldview? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
if there's no gravity, how do we make a boat?
Okay, so like I said, it would be the same thing with the submarine. The
Yeah, but how do
submarine is
we
a lot
calculate
heavier
it?
than the water.
Stop sign. What stop
But
sign?
they fill in the submarine with water or with air. And when you fill it in with water, it goes down, or you can take it out and
Yeah,
it
but
goes
we need to
up.
know like how much air and stuff. So we have to calculate that. So then in your
Okay, that's
world,
where math we can still do math on
yeah.
my
So
globe.
where is the math? I'm trying to figure out where the math is. So weight
I'm
is
not the guy who
mass
built the
over
submarine. I
volume.
don't know the
Oh, I put a
math
W. So then you don't know what weight is, and you don't know what buoyancy is.
because I didn't build the submarine. I don't know what weight is.
Well, you have to. That's how you would build
You're
a
asking me
submarine.
about submarine math.
That's buoyancy and weight,
Hey, dude,
essentially.
do you want to admit you don't know what the hell you're talking about? You're
No, I
jumping all over the
absolutely
place.
do. No, I've
You
stood
don't.
on
You
one
just said
thing.
2 minutes ago you don't have a point. You're
No,
looking for one.
I'm asking you about your model
You're
is the
looking for a
point.
point.
No, I'm asking you about the model.
You just
So
said you
we've
don't have a
established
point.
that
So you're looking for one.
weight is mass over volume. Okay. So then what is the force that causes mass over volume to go down? What do we call that?
I already answered that.
That's just a natural law of the universe. We'll
I
just put
already answered that.
NLOU. Is that good? That's what we'll call it? Natural law of the universe?
Yep.
That things go down?
It's a
Okay.
that
Heavier okay.
things heavier in the medium go down.
Okay, heavier
Things
things.
lighter in the
Okay.
medium go up.
Okay. So heavier things will classify that as H, have a downward vector in a medium that's lighter than them. Let me erase the rest of this here. Okay. So heavier things in a medium go down. Okay, but a boat is heavier than water.
I've already given you the submarine example. If you
Yeah, but
don't
I'm
get
talking
that,
about a boat.
bro,
I don't care about a submarine. I'm talking about a boat. I'm just trying to figure out the model, right? I'm a flat earther now, and I'm just trying to figure out the model. So,
okay,
so why doesn't a boat work?
for example, right, in the past people would make boats with wood. Wood has air in it, which makes the wood float. And then you strap a little motor on the back, and now you're propelling through the water. See how that works?
No, I don't.
Wow, you don't understand how since there's air in the wood, which is lighter, that lifts the object up above the water.
Yeah, but the wood is still heavier. So why isn't the wood going down?
So why would that work on your earth?
Oh, I've already
How does
explained
it work on
buoyancy.
your Earth?
I've already
Where
explained
does where
buoyancy.
does gravity? So gravity makes it rise, the wood?
Essentially, yeah. I
Yeah, you're.
already. Do you want me to explain that
Come
again?
on, dude. Come on, dude.
Do you want me to explain it again?
Come on, dude. Honestly, that's kind of game over, bro. You showed yourself to be an idiot on multiple levels,
No. Do you want me to explain it again? I
and hey,
can.
and Sully whooped you, bro.
Oh
I
no,
know
he
all the
didn't.
comments say different. Sully whooped you.
He didn't at all.
He
He literally
literally
drew a
whooped
picture of
you.
Bigfoot
He
and
literally
spent the
whooped you,
entire
bro.
time saying I won
He
the
literally
debate.
whooped you. He
Okay,
stomped you on multiple occasions, bro. You
not
had no
once.
answer for multiple things.
Not
You had no
once.
answer for gravity.
Um,
You had no answer for
I
how air pressure
absolutely,
comes without a container.
I absolutely
You
did.
just you looked very. Don't get me wrong. I do appreciate that you were like honest and you weren't going to like insults and stuff. There's a good honesty about you, and I like that unlike a lot of Globers, you actually let people talk. So I do like your page, and it was a good debate. But you lost, bro. You lost very badly,
Okay, cool.
and
Anyways, do you want me
that's
to
game over at this
explain?
point, bro. You just
Do
said
you want me to
gravity makes
explain how
things rise.
gravity? Yeah, do you want me
I'm
to explain how gravity is
Nah, I'm
the
done.
cause?
I gotta
You don't
eat,
want to learn
bro.
anything?
No, I'll be back though. I'm
You
gonna
don't want to
follow
learn
you. We can talk
anything?
later, but I
Okay,
don't want
well,
to stay on
you
here
can
all
do
day.
that. I've got a bunch of guests.
But you know what?
Okay. I didn't mean to kick you in the middle there. I literally have just a bunch of guests requesting up. So, hold on. Gooner. Gooner is next, but these two people just wanted to say something real quick, so I'm going to bring them up just real quick, Gooner. So give me 1 second here. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. Okay, quickly. What are the
Yeah.
things you guys wanted to say?
So my
Okay,
first and my
so
Hold on.
you can go
Captain
first,
first.
actually.
Yeah, Captain first.
Yeah.
yeah. So I have like two quick things, and I just want to get them off real quick. How do we know which direction we're traveling to in space? As cardinal directions don't work, and we don't have a great sense up, down, or left or right. Like, what is the method we actually use? I just straight up don't know.
It depends, like, where you're trying to go. Like, you would map out,
Uh,
like, spatial coordinates, and you would head towards those spatial
but
coordinates.
that's what I said. Like, how do we figure out the coordinates? Like that's the part that I just like.
I
Don't understand.
mean,
Like, what is the reference point?
wherever you're going, we assign
Okay.
arbitrary points to space. Yeah, there's not like a set empirical system.
Yeah. Also, for the like other guy, the one thing that I want to talk about is there is a star less than 240 years old in the Sagittarius constellation. It is like
Oh,
J1818.0, and we have documentation that it didn't exist beforehand, and now we have it exist. So that is like a creation of a star, and all we had to do is figure out how that happened. Nebula stuff. That's all I want to say. Is we have proof of a star coming into existence.
there we go. Good one. Awesome. Thank you. That's very good. All right, I'm just gonna kick you and then Yolex.
Okay. Your claim about a boat being heavier than water, you didn't really like define how much water you're talking about.
An
Is
ocean.
it just the water? Yeah, an ocean. The weight of the water is definitely larger than the boat.
No, where it's at. That water. If you
Yeah.
just took the
Are
weight
you
of the
talking about
water it's
just the
on,
surface area
yeah,
that's
where it's
touching the
floating
boat?
on, yeah, where it's floating on, it's heavier than that water. It should keep going down. Why doesn't it?
Um. Yeah, I don't have a good answer.
Yeah.
But I'm. I
Were you the
mean,
one in chat saying you were gonna kill it?
no,
So if I look
I never
back.
said that.
Okay.
No, I
Anyways,
swear you
continue.
can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Um.
Oh no, it was something else.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. The weight of like I still think the weight of the water, just the surface area on the boat would be greater. And I think because as the previous guy said, the wood has air, or because there's small air pockets like in the
Okay, a
building
steel ship.
material.
A steel ship.
Well, steel with the steel ships they have, what is it called? They're like ballasts. They're large like tanks filled with air on the bottom of them. They were invented like a very long time ago. Like I studied about them in history class. That's all I know. But you can look them up. Steel ships use these ballast type things
Oh
that are
shoot, I
filled with
keep
air.
forgetting about YouTube. I'm so sorry for the YouTube people. This is my first time doing it on YouTube. I forget that you can't see my examples. I've got to get that changed. I apologize. Um, but yeah. They make it more buoyant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how steel ships float
yeah.
on
And okay,
water.
so okay, you were supposed to be a quick one, and Gunnar has been waiting a
Yeah,
while, so
sorry.
I'm gonna
I'll
no,
leave
you're
now.
fine. You're fine. I appreciate it. Um, maybe we'll get back into that. I don't want to go on to that topic when he's not here to defend the position. And Gunnar's been waiting a while, so Hold on, Adrian. You're next after Goonie.
Ignore my lovely profile picture, but I think we're missing a fundamental
I can't see what your
element
profile
about this.
picture is.
So if we take this on a microscopic scale, water molecules, say for instance, you're in the ocean, you're stranded, you have a pressure treated piece of wood. That wood, being pressure treated, is denser than water molecules. So that allows you to float on that piece of wood all day long.
Okay, why?
But if you take, say for instance, a piece of rotted out driftwood, that wood density is no longer as strong as it was if you had, say for instance, a pressure treated piece of plywood. So the water is able to be small enough to penetrate those molecules and bring it under. You can't float on that piece of driftwood because it's hollow, essentially. That's the fundamental principle you're missing.
You said a whole lot of nothing. I did not understand a single thing you just said. So because the log, I'm going to try and steelman this here. So if the log is denser, it goes down. If it's less dense, it goes up. Is that what you're saying?
No, the density, the water is not dense enough to penetrate that density. So it doesn't have a medium to infiltrate it.
What?
It's just like an air bubble. The water is like a blunt instrument. It's heavy, but it doesn't have the capacity to penetrate the bubble. So it displaces it instead. That's what a piece of wood does that's pressure treated. It's too dense for the water to penetrate.
So your claim is that the wood sinks whenever the water soaks into the wood, and it floats whenever it doesn't.
Okay, so someone's telling me pressure-treated wood is more dense and it doesn't float as good as untreated, so maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was going to say.
The concept still applies. A piece of plywood, like a piece of log, a hardwood log, you can float on that in the ocean because the water cannot penetrate it.
Depending on the salinity.
Just like a boat, the water cannot penetrate the boat, so the boat floats.
If you just take a piece of steel and drop it in the ocean, does it float? What the? Oh, it went on that guy. If you drop a piece of steel in the ocean, does it float? Thank you for the gifts, Adrian. I'm getting to you. You're next.
You know, I don't know, but I bet you if you looked at steel, the molecular structure of it would be much less dense than water.
You think steel is less dense than water?
If it's not, water is a solvent, so eventually the water will penetrate the steel.
No.
So you don't think on a molecular level that water can penetrate steel?
No.
Okay. So why does steel rust?
Oxidization, generally. Does steel rust? Is steel one of the metals that doesn't rust? No, it rusts. Yeah, oxidization is usually, oxygen is usually what causes it to rust. And what is water made of?
Oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A beautiful chemical reaction. So that's the fundamental principle that you're missing.
What are you saying?
I'm saying
sorry, the prompt's
sinks
closed.
because it interacts with the oxygen in the water. It can penetrate the steel.
Okay, but the steel sinks and oxygen penetrates it.
Because the water can penetrate it. The water can't penetrate a boat that's covered in pitch because the molecular structure is too dense.
Okay, what about a steel ship?
Steel ships have to be treated. Eventually they rust. The water works as a slow solvent.
And they still float.
Because it's a slow process.
But why doesn't it sink?
If you leave that ship in the ocean for 50 years in the same spot, I guarantee you it will sink.
It won't.
Without treatment.
Not unless there's a hole in it or it starts to leak somewhere.
Well, the hole will be formed eventually by the rust. Because it's a slow process, it takes a long time.
This makes no sense at all. Yeah, steel ships are welded and airtight. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Don't want the water. Why would you want the water to penetrate the steel? The whole point of the fucking boat is for it to not be penetrated by water.
Yeah, correct.
But water works as a slow solvent. It penetrates everything eventually.
A solvent doesn't. Okay, so first of all, steel is not being dissolved by water. That is not how that works.
Okay, so I tell you what. I want you to take the Empire State Building, give it 0 maintenance, and come back in 200 years and tell me if that theory works.
What theory?
That steel cannot be penetrated by water.
What? The Empire State Building isn't in water.
Leave it alone by itself with no human intervention for 200 years and come back and tell me that steel can't be penetrated by water.
Okay. Your position is that things get penetrated deeply and centrally by water and they fall. So, okay.
Water is a universal solvent in our system.
Okay, so we understand, everybody. Steel is being dissolved by water.
You're missing the fundamental concept of density.
Density is just mass over volume. How much mass is in a given volume? That's all
As a
density is.
whole, steel is denser than the water, but on a microscopic scale, the water always wins.
The water is like, that doesn't make sense. If you're talking about molecular, one individual molecule of water versus one individual molecule of steel,
It's like
neither
the
one
rabbit
is
versus the-
neither.
the
Hey,
tortoise
hey,
versus
I was in the middle of
One is bad.
talking. You need to reenact your profile picture so you'll shut up. One individual molecule of one individual molecule can't be denser than the other. They both have the same density, and that, like, to even describe them as a density doesn't even make sense, because I guess they have mass, but like they wouldn't be denser than one another. You're muted, by the way. I gave you your island boy partner, and so you're muted. So you need to take your tongue out of his throat and you can talk again. There you go.
Oh, my bad. No, so I'm saying, we can define this with the periodic table of elements. What does it do? It goes from lightest to heaviest. So
Yeah.
that whole on a molecular structure, what
Weight
is the
and
lightest element on the
weight-
periodic table?
Weight and density are not the same thing.
I know this.
Okay,
I'm
so then why are
saying-
you talking about weight?
If you put 1,000 pounds of feathers and 1,000 pounds of bricks in the same thing, they're still the same weight.
Yep.
But one
different
is denser
densities.
than the other.
Mhm.
One is denser than the other. They're not the same. I know that.
Okay, so then why are you talking about weight?
Go back to school, buddy.
Well, what? Okay. So steel is dissolved by water, and it gets penetrated so deep by water, and that's why things float or sink. Sorry. Yeah, Adrian has been waiting patiently. I don't know about patiently, but he's been waiting. So
Yes. So
Okay.
I can explain the boat thing, but I think the more easier explanation of
he doesn't speak for all knowledge.
flat Earth, right, is let's think this logically. If
Actually,
the Earth
let me
is
hold on
curved-
before you say your point. I'm just going to interrupt to do like a little thing here, nothing to do with you. A lot of people in here. I appreciate all of you very much. Like the live, we're like a lot. Thank you. Follow, share the live, all the things TikTok wants you to do. Also, I'm on YouTube. I'm streaming this on YouTube also. If anyone wants to pop over there and subscribe, I want to see if the notifications work. So that'd be super nice. I would appreciate that. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, Adrian.
Yes. So if the Earth was curved, right, don't you think they would make shoes not flat? Like the bottom of your shoe is flat for a reason. Because if it was curved, they would have a little curvature on the bottom of the shoe. Right?
Is this a serious point?
Yeah. I mean, just like the guy with the steel boat, he was explaining the penetration in the ocean through the motion. I mean, I don't know what he was talking about, but my point is more valid.
I don't know if you're serious. Yep, if the Earth is flat, confirmed because shoes are flat. You're 100%
Yes, the
right.
bottom of your shoe, if it should be a little curved because you got to follow the curvature of the Earth.
Okay, yep, the Earth is flat. You got us.
See, that's how you do.
All right, cool. Anything
All right.
else?
No, man, I won the
All
debate.
right, sounds good. You have a good one.
Yeah.
You heard it here, guys. I'm getting to you. Med Chris, you're up next after Mark here. Searching ClipX. I posted the link. Hold on, let me put the hold on. Let me get the link to my YouTube here. Hold on. I got you guys. There is the link to my YouTube. I'll pin it. Okay, I can't pin it for whatever reason, but you guys get it. There it is. I subscribed. Did anything happen? No, it didn't. What in the world? That's annoying. Well, what's supposed to happen when someone subscribes is... Did you guys hear that? Hold on, maybe I need to turn up the volume, actually. I think that's kind of funny. Did you guys hear it? Hold on, here we go. Didn't hear anything? Damn. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys are seeing it, though, right? Above me? Wherever it's at? Act like I'm some celebrity. There we go. Did you hear that? I'll need to mess with it. Some more. We see it, yes. Not. Okay, anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Hi. Yeah. I'd just like to clarify the old boat in the water problem, why it floats.
Are you a flat earther or a glober?
Right. No, I'm not a flat earther.
Oh, okay. We've already been through I've already described buoyancy to him.
Yeah, but they didn't. The one thing is, it's mass over volume, and they count the volume of the boat.
Yeah. That's
the calculations. Therefore, it floats because it's.
Yeah, that's what the V in the buoyancy equation's for.
Exactly, but nobody said that. They were too busy flanneling about penetration of water through metal and this sort of rubbish.
Well, they were flat earthers. They don't even believe that, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's basically because the volume of the boat is so big that it makes the overall density much lower than water. That's why it floats. Anyway, yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you.
Okay, no sweat. But there's nothing to talk about, is there? I mean, I can back you up on the rest.
No, that's all right. I only do opposition, but I appreciate you coming up.
No, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, I don't know why it's my first time using Streamlabs for stuff, so I don't know why the notifications aren't working. Hold on. Hold on. Before I bring up another guest, give me 1 second here. Actually, I don't think MedChris is a flat earther, so maybe he just has something to say here real quick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, holy shit, dude. I mean, like, I don't know how you're doing it right now, but like, it is excruciating, brother.
Yep, but we're here to show that flat earthers are dumb, and it can be. I shouldn't say flat earthers are dumb. That's rude of me. A lot of them are misguided, and it can be combated with science. Science does prove this thing. So if you're on the fence, you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I appreciate you.
All right, keep it up, man.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You've never seen life come from non-life ever. We actually, scientists just recently did make a cell that eats, reproduces, and gosh, there was another thing. I didn't read the full article, and I don't even think if I did read it, I would be able to fully understand it. So, hold on. Before I bring you up, Lynn, I'm trying to figure this thing out. This thing out. Give me a second here. YouTube. Okay. Hold on. Alert box. Yeah. I don't know. It should be working. Oh, nope. The Earth is flat. Okay, I'll bring you up, Lynn. I can talk to you while I'm doing this.
What's up, bro?
It's, going good. What's bringing you up?
What's up, man? No, I actually just wanted to touch on what Adrian was saying because he really right though. Because if we on a round Earth, right? I can't even.
He was spreading too much truth. Sorry. He was spreading too much truth. We had to get him out of here. He's about to debunk the globe. He can't be here. I'm trying to. Sorry, is anyone in the YouTube chat right now that's also in the TikTok chat? Let me know in the comments. I'm just trying to figure this out. I don't know where box source directly to a streamable desktop or the Streamlabs plugin for OBS, or add the URL above as a browser source in another software. Okay, so everyone was wrong. The Earth is flat. I'll bring up chronicler. Chronicler. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Hello.
Hello.
So what is the Big Bang?
Event of extreme expansion.
Is it like a one-time thing or?
That's debated.
Like, are we still in the Big Bang?
I mean, the universe is still expanding, so yes. Is there a point?
Oh, you look busy, so I'm just waiting until you're
No,
done.
no. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay,
I can do
cool,
this
cool,
and
cool.
talk.
Sorry, I was just trying to be respectful.
No, you're good.
So what defines that first or that instant where we can't look further?
Light doesn't exist.
That's what defines it?
Yeah, like why can't we see past the edge of the universe? That's what
No,
you're
no.
asking?
That first hot dense state.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, light doesn't.
Why can't we see past or before that?
Why can't we see like into the period of the of cosmic inflation? That's what you're asking?
Whatever was before that hot dense state that we can't really.
Yeah, the question, we call that cosmic inflation, that period. Yeah, the question may not make as much sense as the words seem to make. There may be nothing. There may be, time may not exist yet. Light definitely didn't exist yet. So there's nothing to really see. We can't literally interact with it.
What did the four fundamental forces look like? There's just a few moments after the Big Bang.
What do you mean? What did they look like?
Were they in the exact same form and effect as they are now?
What do you mean form?
Do they have the same function?
Like moments after the Big Bang? Not necessarily. Like moments after the Big Bang, not necessarily.
Before the recombination.
Yeah.
So they were the exact same.
I mean, it's hard to entirely know, but we see early formations of things like hydrogen and helium, beryllium, like small amounts of like lithium.
Before the recombination.
So, yeah, that's where I was going with that. So it's hard to say, like, because the CMBD is like 300,000-ish years after the Big Bang. So when exactly those...
Sorry, just small correction. There's no possible way we could have seen protons before the recombination.
That's why I'm literally getting to that. I'm working through it in my head, and then you interrupted me. That's why I was literally about to say, like, there's no way, we don't know exactly when things like that formed. So I don't know. It's hard to say if like all the fundamental forces were working exactly the same. I would say yes, because they're fundamentals of the universe or of physics. But it's hard to say what the early conditions, especially near a point of that much density and gravity, what happens. We don't fully know yet.
Would be interesting. Yeah, it would be interesting if they were different.
Sure. So what's the point?
I don't have a point. I'm just asking questions. Yeah, I hope that's okay.
I mean, it literally says opposition only.
I'm not an op.
Okay, well, I appreciate you being here and hanging out, but looking for opposition only right now.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Oh.
You guys seem like can one of the moderators bring up who's ever next? I'm so sorry. I'm just looking at trying to figure this out. Someone who, if anyone's on YouTube, unsubscribe and subscribe back. I want to see if I got this fixed or not. if anyone's at YouTube. You don't have to leave to go specifically do that, but yeah. Just did it, and it didn't work. What the hell? Do I have any, Captain, you're a moderator now. Can you bring up the next, there we go. Can you bring up the next guest for me? Don't kick or mute anyone, Captain. Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
So I agree with landing on the moon and flat Earth is stupid, absolutely. But I would push back on Big Bang happened.
Yeah, let me clarify. So that's a little clickbaity because you have to be entertaining on TikTok. What I would say is a lot, if not all, current evidence suggests a Big Bang. Doesn't mean there's not other possibilities, because there are issues with the Big Bang, like the horizon problem of the universe, issue with the Big Bang, and stuff. I would just say all available evidence points us most accurately towards the Big Bang, if I was being like super technical.
Yeah, like I would say it was the big squirt.
Oh, okay.
Well, how else does life get started?
Well, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Cool. Well, I figured I'd push back on that, and I'm glad that you got a little bit more intricate in your understanding of it. That it's a good possibility that it happened.
Yeah, it's not 100%.
You can't say 100%, right?
Yeah, it's not 100%. Yeah, it's clickbaity for TikTok purposes, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it, and
Yeah,
I think the flat Earth thing I absolutely get too. Like, they it's not flat because cats would have knocked everything off of it by now.
Is my cat back there? Oh yeah, look at this fatty. Can everybody hold on? Let me get out of the way. Look at this guy.
Oh,
look at this guy. This absolute fat mongrel. Anyways, I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, you as well. Who's ever moderating? Can we bring up the next, please? I appreciate you so much. I'm so sorry. Just trying. Does anyone know how Streamlabs work? Oh my! Fuck. Okay, I don't know who that was. Was that Gooner again? He had to go. I'm bringing up the next person. Harassment and bullying. Who did I bully? I didn't harass or bully anyone yet.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Good, thank you, man.
What's bringing you up?
I wanted to know how and why the Earth is spinning once at 365 times while it's rotating around the sun. What is making the Earth spin? And how is the Earth not running into resistance while it's spinning?
So sorry, my keyboard's loud. Well, there's nothing in space for it to resist against. So there's that. What was your other one?
What is nothing to resist against? What is in
nothing.
space?
There's like literally nothing. Very minuscule.
Do you mean
stuff.
antimatter?
Nope. I mean nothing. Like the absence of something.
What is the properties of nothing?
Nothing. That question doesn't make any sense. What was your other questions?
If you captured in a bottle the nothingness of space when you're out there,
You couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that.
No, because it's literally nothing. That question doesn't make sense.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. Very minuscule amounts of stuff.
You know that so what is the difference between a minuscule amount of things and nothing?
Like you'll have a couple particles every so often.
Particles of what?
Whatever. Like you have space
Can you
debris.
substantiate that positive claim you just made?
Yeah, there's nothing in space.
Please substantiate
that. Yeah, I'm literally in the process of doing it. I'm going to give you a binky right away. We go to space. We have things in space. We go to the moon. We know what's in space. We've sent things past the solar system now, Voyager 1.
You're psyop maxing,
so-
dude.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You're believing lies, dude.
Okay. So can you substantiate that claim, that positive claim you made?
Well, why would I trust an organization that continuously gets caught in lies?
What lies?
The green screens.
What green screen?
Dude, once you see it, Halo 2
green
has better
screen?
graphics. Halo 2 has better graphics than NASA when they're trying to release space footage.
Okay, cool. Can you substantiate anything you've said for that positive claim, or can I just
Okay, here
scream
we
at you that
go.
you're doing a psyop?
Here we go for the psyop maxer. Let's do this. Let's do
Anyone that
this.
knows Streamlabs, can anyone help me with Streamlabs? I'm pretty much an idiot here when it comes to. It's my first time using it. I don't know why it's not working either. If I don't. Sorry, I use Meld. Is Meld easier to use? I'm not biased to Streamlabs. Are you going to provide any evidence or no?
I'm opening a document.
Act like I'm some celebrity.
Oh, better close that. Well, for Super Chat.
Okay, on the NASA website, this is on the Artemis mission. This is the Earth. This is them passing the moon. Okay, this is the NASA website.
I'm not seeing anything.
No, sorry, this is the Artemis passing the moon, right? Right before they lose contact. You see that there? That's Africa. You see
I literally don't see anything.
that? All right.
There we go.
All right. Do you see that?
Sure.
That's Africa, right?
Okay.
You can believe me or not, whatever. Now it says, first of all,
what
you'd
image
think
is
NASA
this?
You'd think NASA wouldn't say that it was taken on January 1st, 1904.
Yeah,
and duration of the video. Okay, whatever.
What image is this? What's the name?
It
Wait,
actually
does that say simulation? Show the title.
Oh,
simulated. Wow.
Why would they do
you
that?
Can't even Oh
Why
my
would
god.
They simulate it?
You can't even read.
So it was simulated. It was simulated on January 1st.
Oh my gosh.
Was that when it was simulated?
Nope, it wasn't.
Okay.
Do you have anything else for your substantiation, or are we going to learn that you can't read?
Ready for this? Hold on. If you go to the NASA website.
This isn't a NASA website.
Wow.
That looks like a file on your computer.
Look at this. Taken January 1st, 1904. They don't even try to
That says simulated.
Taken. Simulated.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it can't have a taken.
Why would they need to simulate anything, dude?
What do you mean? To simulate what it would look like going over it?
They did it.
That's pretty simple.
This is literally in the mission.
Yeah, what is the name of that?
So they have this. Taken.
What is the name of that?
Dude, this is on the NASA website, dude.
Okay, where can I go? So NASA,
Go
where
to
do I
the
go
Artemis
to find
mission.
that?
This is the 5th day of the Artemis mission.
Okay. So hold on. Let's go to the NASA mission.
You have taken
NASA mission.
April 3rd, 2026. Why would they mess up when that simulation was taken? We have the NASA, and they didn't give credit to NASA for the simulation. What do they sub out their simulations?
It's on NASA's website, right?
It's on NASA's website. Go to the Artemis mission.
Yeah, you keep saying go to the Artemis mission, but
on NASA website.
Yeah,
okay?
where am I going?
Look.
How about you just directly? How about you just show us your screen and show us the step?
Easy.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a binky because you can't control your mouth. Okay, we got to work on that. So just show your screen. Show us step by step on how to get to what you're looking at. Okay.
It's okay. Let's go to NASA.
That's it. Just show your screen. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to look at.
have a video camera. I need to type. Okay.
You can't hold your phone.
I'm on my computer. You want me to hold it and type at the same time? 1 second.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Okay. We got NASA.
I actually can't see that screen.
.gov, right? Because the government is in
Okay,
the
NASA.gov.
sciences,
I'm here. Okay,
right?
cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go Artemis.
In the search, you're just typing in Artemis. Okay.
I'll show you what I'm searching.
Oh, so you're not searching Artemis. Okay. Oh,
No,
no,
I
you
am.
are.
I am.
Okay. Artemis. Which one am I clicking on?
I'm putting it down. I'm going to put Artemis day 5.
Day 5.
Artemis 2.
Artemis 5, day 2. Wait, what did you put? Okay, Artemis day 5.
So you'll notice, by the way, if you continue to go to this website, that they continue to change the layup so you can't find.
No, it's just that
What they're
more
searching
articles
for.
get published. They have a whole section of NASA dedicated to people to put out these articles to keep people updated and informed. It doesn't change the layout.
They do it to keep people misinformed, bro.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
You couldn't read the word simulated. That's not NASA's problem. That's your problem.
Did you read what date that was created?
It didn't say created. I just want to know where that simulation is at. I want to find that simulation.
I'm sorry. You're right. Taken. Okay.
Where's that simulation at?
Let me actually. I can actually tell you what exactly to type in. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I told you to do at the beginning.
1 second. Okay, NASA.gov/video-detail/A2-flyby-1min-216-0 P30 O as in the letter O, RIG-2 /. And they were all /.
I got nothing.
Oh, they probably removed it. Look, I'm telling you the truth. It's right here. This is my screenshot.
Hold on. 21.6p. Oh.
I'm telling you, dude, they scrub shit when people find it.
Well, no, I'm seeing if I typed something wrong. And I did. That's what I did wrong.
And they also use numerology. If you listen to their countdowns, they always
still
start
got
33.
Video-detail/A2.
This was last night, brother.
Boy. This wasn't last night.
I searched this last night. You should be able to find it.
Oh, the Artemis 2 mission wasn't last night.
I understand that. Yes, sir. I understand that.
I'm not getting anything.
Why would that be the case that you don't get anything when I just
you
searched
could be
this last
lying.
night?
Hit F12 for me.
F12?
Yeah, hit F12. Oh, if you're on laptops, I'm not going to do it. Inspect the page.
Let me try to copy this link.
I'm just going to look up simulated on NASA's website. Lunar phases simulation.
Open link.
Can I? Oh, here we go.
It's right here. It's still here.
Yeah.
Taken January 1st, 1904. Simulated, yes.
Yeah, which you didn't realize. Yeah, why can't I find this anywhere? It's strange.
Why wouldn't they just the time that they were behind the moon was only 40 minutes. Why haven't they released that to the public?
Can anyone else find this on
Why wouldn't
NASA's
they
website?
have that on their website? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they just have the actual footage on their website? They had their iPhones out, they had their cameras out.
What footage are you looking for?
of them behind the moon, the entire 40 minutes that they were behind the moon, or 20 minutes, or whatever it was.
Well, they were doing their actual.
Hasselblad, this is for you. Look at the size. Oh wow!
They were
taken
doing
January
actual
1st, 1904.
science. They had like an actual job to be doing there, but they do
Yeah, but
have.
you can mount cameras. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
they
they're dumb
do-
enough that they wouldn't mount cameras.
Hold on here. I'm gonna pull up footage for you here. No, that's space.
This is
This
pearls.
is
Pearls to swine.
There we go. Here's them in the. Oh, no. There we go. Hold on. No, this is what day was it that they? Someone help me. Here we go. Is this the moon? This is the. Oh, hold on.
Was it April 3rd? Was it April? It was the 5th day of the moon mission.
Yep.
And they have not posted a video. Why wouldn't they post a video?
Hold on. That's what I'm getting at right now.
If you went,
hold on. Hey, stop yapping. I'm gonna give you a binky because you can't control your mouth hole. Jesus. Bam.
Window 4 and moon out window 3, and it gives you the best
Chardock sent me something.
Yeah, we have had yet. The moon is about 3 to 4 times the size of the Earth, and it
hold on,
is
Chardock.
almost full, and the Earth is just a small crescent out there.
Are you on YouTube?
I got a picture of it.
Yeah, this is from
YouTube is not an original source, bro.
Oh my god, you dumb fuck. Here you go. Hold on. This is where I got it from.
Hasselblad
the
would
link.
say the
Hey,
same thing,
buddy. The link is from NASA's website. This is on NASA's website.
Why wouldn't they just post the video?
Because
there's
there's a platform that already hosts videos.
It's their content, brother. If
yeah,
you went to
and
the
they
moon,
posted it on.
Okay, but think about it, dude. If you went to the moon, right?
Why are you on TikTok? It's your
footage,
content.
And you had footage. Why would you put it on YouTube of all places and not on your website?
Why does
you
it
are
matter?
NASA. You
Why does
are
it matter?
the king.
But I also think they do have, don't they?
Well, dude, if you can't find it on their website,
I
then
did.
It's
It was
weird
right
that
here.
yeah,
It's
a
right
link.
here.
Why wouldn't they just embed the video?
This is NASA's footage.
How can you? Okay, they posted a link there, but why wouldn't they just embed the video? They embed other videos.
There's literally because there's a platform to already host
They
videos.
embed other videos on NASA's website. So why didn't they embed that one?
What videos are on NASA's website?
Is it because that if anyone caught a glitch, that they would be sued for it?
I don't see any videos here. I only see images. What other videos are on their website?
Dude, I'm sorry, but you got to wake up, man. Jesus is
You're
king.
not gonna answer
God
the
is
question.
real.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna give you a binky because this is what happens with every flat earther. That nope, you're gonna get a binky with every flat earther. When there's any sort of counter argument, they just crash out and thank Jesus. Yeah,
You
here's
have
a link.
no argument, dude.
Yeah. Here's the footage of them.
Such a majestic view out here.
Hassel told me when I was arguing with Hassel, he was one of the biggest heliocentric debaters on TikTok, or he's in chats all the time.
That's what I'm looking for.
He was saying,
here we go. We do have video
he was arguing
from inside.
He was
the
arguing
ship.
that I couldn't use stuff from YouTube, that I had to find it from a direct source from NASA. He was telling me that. And he loves NASA. He loves all this stuff.
From NASA.
So you have to do the same thing.
This
I don't
is from
care
NASA.
that
Hey, Banjoholic. You can't shut
they
up.
haven't posted the video,
You can't shut your mouth. Like it's a
They
problem.
have other videos.
Banjoholic. Shh. Just for a quick second, okay? Shh. I'm gonna get an island boy in here for you.
Seek the truth, brother.
So this
you will find
is
it.
from NASA. This is a primary source from NASA. They did record from inside the capsule. I don't know who said that in chat. They did. But yeah, this is credited. This is from NASA. I'm assuming what Hasselblad had said is, I didn't realize he left, is that it can't be like Eric Dubay from YouTube. I'm assuming what Hasselblad had said. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hasselblad. I have been neglecting my YouTube chat so much. I apologize very much. Clip, look at Meld, by the way. I have duplicated. I will. I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure out how to condense the chat. But anyways, yeah, this is, can you guys see that? False comparison? Oh, okay, cool. What's a false comparison? Yeah, Hasselblad, correct me. I've got someone else up here requesting. Is one of Shape Commander's Neo?
Oh, shit.
What?
What's up, yo?
What's up? What's bringing you up?
July 8th, 99% of the population is getting sunlight. How does that happen on the globe Earth?
99% of the population is at 99% of the Earth.
Well, repeat that. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
99% of the population is not 99% of the Earth.
So which side of the globe has 99% of the population?
Russia, like Europe, Asia, Russia.
Which part of the globe?
What do you mean? What?
The northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere?
I don't know. Let's look it up. Where is 99% of the population on Earth? Let's look it up. 99% of Earth's population lives in northern hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere. More specifically, nearly half of all humanity lives within a singular circular region centered in the South China Sea that includes China, India, and Southeast Asia. Yep.
So if we are revolving around the sun, how did the top of the globe get that much sunlight?
What?
Are we not revolving around the sun?
Yeah, we're going around the
Okay,
sun.
when you say let me clarify that. When I say revolving, are we going like up and over the sun or like around it, like left to right?
That doesn't really make any sense in space, but we understand it as
way?
going around.
What do you mean? What's the around? Like, okay, so that's like in like a leftward or rightward motion, right?
No, that doesn't really make sense in the context. It just depends where you draw your reference frame.
What? Okay, so hold on. So I guess so. You have like a different solar system model than what everybody else is told.
Nope. It just depends on how you draw your reference frame. Hold on here. I'll tell you. You know, just for sake of argument, sure, it's going around the sun. Boom. Just like that. Oh.
If it's going around the sun, then how is the northern half of the sphere getting lit by sunlight if the sun is on the side of it? Do you not know how light
Is
works?
that a legitimate question? Or are you trolling?
July 8th is a real day where 99% of the population
why are you like
gets sunlight.
Oh my
You
god,
just
you've
said
got
that
huge feedback.
99% of the population is in the northern hemisphere. That's on the top of the sphere, right? Then you said that the sun is to the
northern
side of the
hemisphere
Earth.
is not on top of the sphere.
It's in the northern region of the sphere, so technically the top, right?
Anything above like Mexico essentially, or anything above South America essentially, is what northern hemisphere is.
Anything above South America.
Yes.
So South America and North America have daylight and it's nighttime on the other side of the ball. But how is that possible if 99% of the population gets sunlight on July 8th?
Because the Earth rotates.
Clip, this is the problem with the globe model. You guys use assumptions when you get caught in a question where all you have to do is critically think about it. And you just the first thing you said was Earth spins.
It does.
And then a flat earther would just ask you cleanly, can you prove that the Earth is spinning to validate that?
Yeah.
How, Clip?
We can do this with like stellar aberration, stellar parallax. Stellar aberration, not
Clip,
so much.
Clip.
Stellar parallax.
Let's say you're an
more so.
elementary school teacher. Clip, and I want you to teach like 5 to 7-year-olds that the Earth is spinning.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
I wouldn't go in depth. I would just say, well, this is what we know, like ring laser gyroscopes.
Go in depth, so you would like.
Yeah, because a 5-year-old a 5-year-old doesn't need to understand the Earth is spinning. That's not a topic for them.
Whoa! We will tell them that the Earth is spinning, but they don't need to know.
I mean, yeah, if they don't know the Earth is spinning, that doesn't like ultimately change. What's going on, Unfornicated? Go subscribe to Unfornicated on YouTube.
Let's say we're in middle school. How would you?
Oh yeah, middle schooler. Yeah, ring laser gyroscope. Foucault. I'm mispronouncing.
You said
it,
a ring laser. So okay, let's talk. I know middle schoolers understand lasers, and I know that you know the lasers don't bend. So if you use a laser across a 50-mile lake, 25-mile lake,
Did you just say
and you
lasers
ping
don't
the other
bend?
side, lasers bend in water, but this we're not talking about. We're talking about
Not in
not
water.
through
Oh, you
water.
guys
We're
can't
talking
see.
about above the water.
No, they bend in. they bend when there's like stuff, a medium. When they're going through a medium, they bend.
Do lasers bend through air?
They can, yeah.
Hey, so you mean to tell me if I aim a laser?
Unfornicated. Can you hold on? Yeah, actually, Unfornicated's got a perfect example for you. Can you come up, Unfornicated? I'll send you an invite. I don't know if you have a camera available. Yeah, here, I'll give you the big screen. Hold on, Unfornicated's got you. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second here. Let me get a little set up. Everything else is.
No worries.
You're about to show me a bending laser?
Yeah, he is. He will.
Yep. I'm going to show you a laser. Okay, so
hold on. Just watch.
So right here we have a laser, right?
Hold on, we can't see your camera. Hold on, I'll invite you to turn it on.
Sorry. Hold on. Right here we have a laser, right? See? Shows light. Right? Okay, now hold on.
Well, you're gonna love this.
Now, I have a fiber in a coil, and what's coming out the end of the fiber? Light. Watch. Turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. That laser's bending all around that coil.
Wow, look at that.
That's the most disingenuous shit I've
ever seen. No, that's called a waveguide.
Didn't I just say that we shot the laser across a lake and you just showed me a laser going through a wire? How does that prove that the Earth is
It's not a wire. It's a fiber optic, which is a waveguide.
Okay. You just proved that you can bend a laser through a cord. That's cool. But is the Earth a cord? Is that the Earth? Like, how do you
waveguide?
I use a laser to prove that the Earth is not curving. What does that have to do with the Earth being like? Explain that.
Yeah, hold on here. Hold on. I'm gonna drop you on Fornicated. I appreciate you coming up and showing that.
What you just brought him up for what? Why he didn't just shoot the laser across
to
like,
show that?
laser from him?
Because yeah, I'll explain to you. That's really important because that's light acting in a medium to bend. It was bending.
The medium is a cable or a cord or whatever that was.
Fiber
I'm
optic.
talking about shooting it straight across a lake through
Yeah.
air.
Can you see? I don't want to point it. Can you see? Hold on. Let me get it on my arm here. Can you see those mirages there? Those two mirages in my cup?
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, that's light bending.
Okay, let me ask you this: Is that the Earth? Like, do we have glass surrounding us? Is that
No,
how lasers work when you go outside?
No, but
So
we have
what the fuck
water.
you talking about, Chris?
Yeah, we have water in the atmosphere.
Okay, is that water flat when you put it in the if you fill it up to in its liquid form?
I
Just like that
appreciate you
cup pulled up?
Unfornicated. That is a great experiment that I will be referring back to. I love that. But sorry, say your question again.
The laser that I'm using to shoot over the lake is not bending, it's not curving, right? The water that's in the lake
depending
is
on the
not bending
conditions
or curving.
Depending on the conditions. But I'll just, for the sake of argument, I'll say no. It's a small enough lake. There's not a lot of
Why do
atmosphere.
you keep saying that?
Saying what? I gave you your argument. Sure, cool. Doesn't bend over a lake.
So if it doesn't bend over the light, doesn't that mean it's flat?
If it doesn't bend over water, no. Because like, look here, the laser isn't bending from this short distance. That doesn't mean the world's flat.
I didn't say it was a short distance. I said it was 20 miles.
Then they account for it on whatever they're like, whatever instruments they're using.
Okay, so from that point
or whatever
to the 20 miles is not curving, right?
No, it does.
If the laser
it does.
Okay, the Earth is curving under the beam of a straight laser.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
Clip, are you all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm great.
Why can't you, like, why are you stuck in this box? Why can't you think like even a little bit creatively about this? It's like you're defending something.
Yeah.
No, that's science. You're not supposed to defend stuff in science. You're supposed to like instigate it and question it.
Yeah, and then when we do and we prove something, then we can defend it against arrogance and ignorance.
And you are under the assumption that you aren't partaking in that ignorance or arrogance?
Yes. Yeah. We know the shape of the Earth.
But not enough to where you're so certain about the shape of the Earth that it really don't matter that little kids should know about it, right? Because you said they don't really. It's like we shouldn't tell them.
I didn't say we shouldn't tell them. It's just
But you
not.
said yeah, like
They're
it doesn't matter for them,
5-year-olds.
right?
In the example that you said, they're 5-year-olds. I'm gonna teach them
I
how to
mean, there's
write.
plenty of 5-year-old TV shows and classes out here telling kids they're going to space, right?
Hey, space is cool. Are they breaking down like Minkowski geometry or anything? They're saying, hey, space is cool.
Lying to 5-year-olds is cool.
That's
right?
not lying. You're just saying it's a lie with no evidence.
Where is your evidence? Is that lying to them too? If you're not providing
No.
evidence for them?
We have plenty of evidence. Like we just showed you, light can bend. Also, like in perfect conditions, light can go
Light
straight.
can bend through a cable, not across a lake outside.
Yes, it can. Like if there's enough atmospheric distortion, as Unfornicated pointed out in the chat, refraction, scattering, and beam divergence, all those things can affect it.
Just shoot one? It seems like he seemed like a laser guy. Can he just go make a video and shoot a laser across
He's
the lake?
an RF engineer. He's an engineer. And I don't know if that's necessarily his field, but there is someone on TikTok that I do know does it, and Baron Rutledge, however you pronounce his last name. I apologize. Yeah, Unfornicated is a network engineer, so I don't think shining a laser, surveying is necessarily in his wheelhouse. But you're in luck. Someone on TikTok already does it. Baron Rutledge. And he's done the exact experiment you're talking about, where he set up a laser across a lake. I forget the distance.
And
I think
he came to the conclusion that the Earth is curving, right?
What?
What was his conclusion? Like, did he say the Earth?
It wasn't
curving,
his conclusion. It was the conclusion of the instruments. There was a degree.
What, did he use a theodolite or something?
Yeah. What instruments did Baron use? Someone in chat correct me so I don't say it wrong, because I'm not intimately familiar with it. With Baron Rutledge, I've only talked to him once or twice. But yeah, he's a surveyor, so I assume so. Excuse me.
I think you owe the chat a further explanation of how the globe model receives 99% sunlight for the population.
You're just gonna really jump right off that laser argument, huh? I already told you.
Because
I'm gonna explain.
Like you pulled somebody up to back, like you phoned a friend, and
I didn't
he
at
like
all
gave you the wrong
back
answer.
down from. He didn't give me the wrong answer. What?
He showed you a light going through a cable when I said a light across a lake. How does that doesn't correlate, man? Okay,
it does. It's bending through a medium. Light can bend through a medium.
Okay, but that we're talking about two different mediums then.
Mm-hmm. And there's light, or there's water in the atmosphere, which would be classified like if it's trapped in something.
And on a good day when there's not that much humidity,
there's still water for that. There's still water in the atmosphere, no matter how much.
There's places where it's really dry.
Yeah. Okay. Assume the laser doesn't bend at all. Okay. Assume it's perfect conditions. There's no refractive index at all. The laser's going to go straight. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it would have to essentially have no medium, because even the molecules of gases in the air would interact with it. So assume this is a vacuum, right? We're in a vacuum chamber now, so we're doing LIGO stuff. Yeah, the laser goes straight. Well, no, because we're in gravity. What am I fucking talking about? No, it doesn't. It bends.
Gravity?
Yeah.
Clip.
We're in a gravity field.
Why do you think gravity can save you in these types of discussions?
What do you mean save me?
It's like the final. It's like we playing cards, and this like the last card you've been holding the whole game, and this is like your last chance to play it.
No, it's just the entire field of science understands how things work within the universe.
No. See, that's called pseudoscience, and the way you say it makes it dogma.
What's pseudoscience?
Gravity.
How is that a pseudoscience?
Can you explain water sticking to a spinning sphere without saying gravity?
Well, no, because that's what's causing it to stick to a sphere.
Right, that's what's causing it, right?
That makes no sense. Can you explain?
Things?
Hold on. Yeah, that question makes no sense. You're asking me to explain something without using the cause of why it sticks to the thing. Can you explain things falling without using weight or density? Waiting. You see how that question doesn't make any sense, because those just happen to be the things that cause it.
Weight or density?
Yeah.
If the ground is neutral, right, or negative, that's how like electrostatics work. So I mean,
Yeah, that's
like
a
if I
better
rubber
example, actually. Can
balloons.
you explain how a diesel car runs without an engine?
Oh, so I see. You're trying to use how does a diesel car run without an engine?
Yeah, that's the question you
in
asked
comparison
me.
to me asking you about how does the world's ocean stick to a spinning sphere
Without
in a
using
vacuum
gravity. No, you said without
without
using
using
gravity.
gravity? I
Gravity is what's
understand.
causing it to
You know
stick.
what? I'll call a flag on the play. I got you.
Okay, so what's pseudoscience about
Why are
gravity?
you so sure about gravity then? That you
We've
defend it
proven
like
it.
that.
We've proven it. I'm
Who
not
is we?
defending anything.
How did you prove it?
Well, I mean, I'm a graduate student. I've done
Oh,
it,
here we
but
go. Where'd you graduate from?
I don't say my name, so I don't say the university.
I understand.
Yeah, people like Solly and Shandy TV try to dox me and my wife. My wife works for the city, so not having that. But yeah. But we, as in the human race, have proven gravity.
What about the other side of the human race that disagrees with gravity?
They're disagreeing with science. Cool. Show me your evidence that gravity is fake.
They have.
No, they haven't. Where? What
There are multiple
what
flaws
paper?
to
Okay,
gravity. Okay, like first off, which gravity are we talking about? Einstein or
There's
Newtonian?
there's only one gravity. General relativity. That's it. No,
There's only one.
Only one gravity. Yep. General relativity.
Do you know who created the equation for weight? They like put the G in there. Like who like coined that one? Like, you know what I mean? Like I guess somebody had to take claim for that, right? Like you could
What?
Google that, right? Like who like coined the equation for weight? Because weight is I think it's something times
mass
and then
times
you could put the
gravity.
G in it. Yeah. Who coined that equation?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, it was Newton. Okay, that's what I thought. But the way you were asking it seemed weird. Yeah, Newton invented calculus too.
Okay, so like there are many human beings that tried to explain weight before Newton, right?
Name one.
Who like why are you said name one?
Mm-hmm.
His name is it's kind of I think it's Greek or it's Euclid. Is
Euclid.
Yeah.
Euclid?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
What's wrong with that? So wait,
yeah, how did he explain
we can
gravity?
only use the weight equation that Newton brought up? Like that's the only one that's right?
Oh, that's the only one that works, yeah.
Oh, it's the only one that works. Now you saying I don't
Where is Euclid's where's
why it's becoming dogma, man. It's
No,
dangerous.
it's not dogma. I'll explain it to you why it's not dogma. It's because hey dude, nice job with Sully the other day. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not dogma. It's the fact that that's the one that predicts the phenomena that we observe. If I want to know how much I weigh, which is a force measurement, if I use Newton's, mass times gravity, I'm going to get it right every single time. What is Euclid's formula for weight? Didn't know he had a formula for weight. Yeah, Euclidean has no... Wait, the weighted Euclidean distance...
It has a description.
Yeah, so then what are you even talking about formula?
I mean, in certain types of description, when you talk about people's words, you could say formula.
No. Formula is a thing. Like, show me another formula for weight that accurately predicts what we observe. That's the difference. It's not dogma.
So you're saying that it has to be a formula to make it true?
No, I said show me a formula that accurately predicts what we observe.
And you're saying that Newton's is the only way to do that?
Yeah. Mass over gravity.
And what is the G in that equation?
Or mass times gravity, not mass over gravity.
What's the
on
the
average?
value of G?
On average, 9.81 meters per second per second.
So that's the rate at which things fall, right?
Things accelerate, yeah.
Cool. So, do you not? I don't think you. Do you think that Newton was the first person to like time that?
To time 9.81, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Unless there's someone
Well, you
like out
said
there
yeah.
that timed the acceleration.
Yeah, like, do you think that Newton was the first person to like identify the 9.8 in like world history to put the G instead of 9.8?
Like, are you asking? I'm sure there were other people that identified things are falling. Yes, but identify that things fall at a constant rate. I think that was Newton. There might be someone before him.
I'm pretty sure with thousands of years of human history, there's more than one person that has sat there and dropped multiple things and then timed it.
Who?
I don't know, but like logically,
Okay, so
sure
you're assuming literally nothing. So that's based off of literally nothing.
That's an educated guess. There's people that do experiments all the
Oh,
time.
what am I
Don't
talking
you guys
about?
always drop things when
Yeah.
somebody asks you to prove gravity?
What? Yeah.
Exactly. So what do you mean?
Yeah, sure. I said I'm sure there were other people who observed things fall. Yes.
Okay, so where does the authority derive from that we use Newton as like the definitive for all education?
It accurately predicts the phenomena.
We just went over. There's multiple people before him that have done different methods to.
You haven't named a single one.
I just spelled his name out for you.
Euclid did not do it.
He described weight. Oh, you just
tell me
wouldn't accept it because it's not a formula.
No, where? Where did he describe weight? Description of weight. Euclid's description of weight. Euclid gave the first operational definition of height. We don't want height. And weight, there we go. He described it as the heaviness or lightness of one thing compared to another as measured by a balance. Okay. He just described weight.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Galileo did. I don't know why I said that. Of course, Galileo did, and he was like, what was he? Almost 100 years? No, he was like 80 years before Newton, right? So yeah. Galileo was the first one for 9.81, roughly.
But why didn't Euclid call it gravity? Like, do you not?
Because he didn't know what gravity was.
So we just come up with a word and place it, right?
That's literally what all words are, yes. We give them meanings.
So if the meaning is a lie, what do we do about that?
What do you mean?
Like, we give words meaning, but the meaning is a lie. How do we confront that? Like with gravity? Because you're saying that all things fall at 9.8 seconds, and that's why
it's accelerated.
All the world's oceans stick to a spinning sphere in a vacuum of space.
I mean, yeah, gravity is a huge contributor. Yeah.
Clip, I can't believe you saying yeah, man. I would never tell a 5-year-old that and look them in the eyes. And
I wouldn't tell a 5-year-old that either. They're like not gonna comprehend it and the nuances.
Why would you believe it? So
would you tell a 5-year-old about like Hitler and the atrocities that he did? Would you go into details about him?
I would for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, by the way, hold on one second. Galileo didn't derive 9.81 meters. He just started the process of discovering it without air resistance and stuff, but he didn't come up with the exact number. Just to clarify what I said earlier.
I wouldn't teach a 5-year-old about Hitler, but I would teach him.
Oh wow, so that means Hitler doesn't exist. That's crazy.
No,
that's what it means. That's what it means. No, Hitler doesn't exist. That's what it means by your standard. If you wouldn't tell a 5-year-old, then why are you believing it?
About Germany, I have to tell them about Hitler. It's all of Germany.
So you would go through every atrocity that Hitler committed to a 5-year-old.
I said Germany as a whole. I don't have to sit there and detail what Hitler.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll tell a 5-year-old that gravity exists.
Germany as a whole. But see, I can prove that Hitler is real, and
I can prove that gravity
is real. Can you prove? No, you can't, Cliff.
Yes, we can. You just say no. Gravitational
We
lensing,
can prove that
gravitational
things drop
waves,
at 9.8 seconds, but we can't
gravitational
prove that
lensing,
9.8 seconds is keeping water sticking to a spinning sphere.
gravitational lensing and gravitational
In a
waves
vacuum.
in a vacuum chamber. Things fall at a constant rate. All things are affected equally by this force that we call gravity. Acceleration, whatever, pseudo force.
How does gravity work with July 8th and 99% of the population getting sunlight?
That has nothing to do with that.
It has nothing, but we're spinning around the sun because of gravity, right?
Well, actually, we're rotating on our axis due to
rotating
the
on our
momentum.
axis
Are you
and
going to let
spinning
me
around the
finish
sun.
one thing, dude? Jesus Christ, shut your mouth. You can't control yourself but to yap. Why do all flat earthers do that? Why do you guys have like abandonment issues and feel like you need to be heard all the time? Just shh.
I think you're projecting.
So anyways, we rotate on our axes due to the momentum that was imparted by us from when we were protoplanetary disk. It was rotating a certain way. And then we're revolving around the sun due to gravity.
So which side of the sun, like how is 99% of the, like which side of the globe, like you said it was it's like, so which way are we tilting towards the sun? I thought the tilt was away from the sun.
Yeah, we tilt away from the sun. I
So
mean,
we
well,
tilt
I
away
guess
from the
we
sun and still get
hey
99% sunlight?
buddy, is this tilting away from something? The camera. Am I tilting away from the camera here? Yeah, I'm correcting myself, Wolf.
So 99% of the population
Answer
is on
the
that side of your
question.
hand?
Answer the question.
What about
Am
the left
I
side of
tilting
your hand?
away from the camera here?
I mean, your wrist, I don't
Here, I'll do
know.
this. Are my fingers tilting away from the camera here?
Yeah.
They are?
I mean, like, what do you mean tilt? Like, yeah, it's like an angle, right?
Is it tilted away? The camera's right here. I'm touching the camera.
Check the camera.
Am I tilted towards the camera or away from the camera?
All right, you're away. I mean, towards it.
Okay, well, no, I'm tilted away. You see how my palm's further away from the camera? So I'm tilted away.
Oh, so the bottom is away.
Oh, it's more like it's both.
So wait, you said both?
Yeah,
So
the bottom of the globe. Yeah, the bottom of the globe.
Is a sphere? Is your hand a sphere?
Here, there we go. There you go.
Okay, so which side of your knuckle has 90? Like your fist has 99% of the
It's
population?
like Asia area's over here somewhere.
What Asia? I thought Asia was on the other side of the globe than America, and all the like.
It's a fucking hand, dude. This scratch is Asia. Here, this is Asia.
Showed you that photo of Africa from Moon, right?
That was a simulated
That's not
photo.
99% of the population on that side.
That is the side of the Earth that has the majority of the population. Yes, it is.
That was just Africa, though. What about the other side? What do you mean?
That there was Asia in there too.
Okay, what about North America and South America?
They don't hold a significant portion of the population of Earth.
What?
Percentage-wise?
Damn, I didn't know. I don't see. I don't see you Globers love telling people they don't matter, man. That's crazy.
What?
You just singled out Canada, North America, South America, the Caribbean.
When did I say they don't matter?
I'm just speaking, man.
When did I say they don't matter?
I mean, they don't matter enough to get 99% of the sunlight. They're supposed to be July 8th.
They're not facing the sun. What they rotated. Now Asia and Africa and all that is facing the sun.
Do you not understand what we mean by 99% of the Earth is
90?
sunlight?
No. Stop. No, stop. Fuck you. Not 99% of the Earth. 99% of the population. You're conflating the two.
Okay. Use the globe model to explain it to me then.
Yeah, 99% of the population is not 99% of the Earth.
Okay, so you said that the moon photo was real that Banjo showed you.
Wow, you're jumping topics real quick.
This is perspective from the moon, from NASA.
That
right?
photo was simulated. That was not a photo. I pointed that out to him that was not a photo.
Okay, but there are real photos from the moon, right?
Okay, but that photo was not a real photo.
Okay, but in the
and you
real
just
photos
tried
that
to
you're
lie
talking about,
and say I said that it was real.
So wait, so it was fake?
Yes, that photo that he showed was a simulated photo or video.
So NASA's putting out fake photos?
It's simulated. It's labeled as simulated. He just couldn't read.
Okay, but so NASA's putting out fake videos, right?
It's not fake.
You just said it was fake because
No, I said it was simulated.
So simulated and fake is not the real thing.
No, it would be fake if they were saying, "Hey, this is a real video from the moon," and it turned out to be a simulation. But they said it was a simulation, so that's exactly what it is, a simulation.
So why are you putting out simulations of the moon?
To simulate what it'll look like.
Okay, so the real photo that we got from Artemis 2 did the same thing.
No,
where it only showed
here
half
you
of the
go.
globe.
Here you go.
Yo, you.
So
really
this is
cool with
America.
that?
Look at this. So this is North and South America right here. This is North America, right? Yeah. This is North America.
So you're using this as evidence?
Yeah, I'm just using this so you can understand how this works. So you see
because
how?
this is your
Hey,
evidence,
hey,
right?
buddy. Shh. I'm
This is your
explaining. So
evidence,
I'm
though, right?
explaining. You're getting a binky. You can't control your mouth. You're an adult and you can't shut up. So you see
You're
how
an
the
adult and you
Earth.
can't think for
You
yourself.
see how the Earth. I'm literally showing you something. And working you
This is
through it.
somebody
I'm
else's
helping you
simulation
understand.
on the internet.
This is
This is
NASA
somebody
solar.
else's
This is
simulation
NASA.
on
Yeah,
the internet.
this is on NASA's. This is the solar system simulation. So you see how when like North America, Canada, and South America are lit up, you see how most of the Earth is water. That's because this side of the Earth is pretty empty, relatively. Now, if we go over, hold on here. Let me just back it up a little bit here. Hold on. Give it a second. Give it a second here. We want to rotate over. And we'll stop like right here. Wow. We could even go further if we wanted to. Went too far. Still in light
Is
though.
that 99% of the population?
Yes.
What about the other side?
Yes. This
That's
is
99?
Yes. This is Asia, Russia, Africa, like Middle East. This is almost the
99?
entire world.
So you mean to tell me Canada, North America, South America, Caribbean, the Pacific,
make up a pretty small portion of the population.
1%?
It's
this
roughly
whole side is
1%. It's like 90 to 99%, by the way.
Bro, you are making me feel. You're making me feel like I don't matter in the world. That I don't. Get
I'm
that sunlight.
sorry that you're fragile just because you live on an empty side of the earth. What are you fucking talking about? You are a baby child if you think you don't feel special because you don't live on the other side of the earth. What?
You know that sunlight happens at the same time for everybody, right?
Okay. I'm just done with that. Sunlight happens at the same time for everybody. What a baby. Just a small child. Rotates at 15 degrees per hour. Thanks, Bob. Yeah. Sorry, YouTube chat. This is my first time having YouTube up, and I have been terrible about focusing on that chat. I apologize. I will do better. For anyone that's over there, I apologize. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. How many people are in Canada, North and South America? Out of curiosity. So Canada, 40. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up a calculator. I don't want to do this. So there are 8 billion people in the world. So we got 40 million plus 621. And then South America has 440. So we've got about 1.1 billion people on this side of the earth. The other 7 billion people, or whatever it is, are on the other side of the earth. Yeah. So we're a very small portion of it. That's just... Yeah, that's crazy. Have y'all felt the spin yet? Yeah. We've measured it. And that was crazy. Oh, you're making me feel not special. Okay. It's when New Zealand is dark. Yeah, I was just trying to show, like, I wasn't showing the exact 99%. I was just trying to show that, like, look at the difference in land mass where people are, is all I was showing. I wasn't trying to get the exact, like, time. And then he said, the system that lower your soul. What? And then he said sunlight happens everywhere for everybody, and I couldn't with that. I said I've got to go. FYI, twilight is included in that figure. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up that claim too. Does 99% of the population get sunlight at one time? Technically 100% does, right? Because the light from the moon is just the sun. Yes, every year around July 8th, at about 99% of the world population experiences some form of sunlight. However, this includes everyone in the twilight zones. About 83% of people are in full daylight. So about 83% are in full broad daylight. There we go. That just flew over your head clip. Yeah, I didn't understand what you said. Correct. That last comment was the dumbest shit I've ever heard from a flurf. Yeah, that's why I said, okay, there's nothing I can do here. This guy's an absolute moron who thinks that everywhere is lit up all the time, I guess. We live in a closed system, aka firmament. You care to prove the firmament? I know you don't. And you're not going to. So harassment and bullying. Why did I get a harassment and bullying? I didn't even say anything. Was I Oh, because I said I know you won't? Is that what I got? That's crazy. Yeah, kinematic duality will never. Oh yeah. Also, thank you all for the gifts. I have not been paying attention to that. I appreciate it very much. YouTube, there is super chats, but I've got to figure out the. I hope no one donated because I haven't been paying attention. Okay, thank God. But I've got to figure out the system on why it's not popping up. It should be, and it's just not. So I'll have to figure that out. I don't know. Thank who? What? Oh. Thank Gilgamesh. Thank Tiamat that we are. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. I gotta start saying another god. Ooh, I think that would make for a good, like, if I wanted to go down the religious rabbit hole, I think that would make for a good title, like Gilgamesh is a real god, or just say someone like Zeus. Prove me wrong. I don't think they would. Yeah, I think that might be a good clickbaity one. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, kinematic duality. What is kinematic saying? Answer my question. Have you felt the spin? No, we don't feel the spin. It's very slight. Thank the flying spaghetti monster. Yes, Pastafarian. Yeah. There is no up and down, but yes, Earth is accelerating according to science. Yep, acceleration is just change in velocity. Wow. Answering flirts equals losing the game. Yeah, Jesus Christ defied death, and by the grace of God, so will all born-again believers in Jesus. Crazy. No proof. No evidence. Oh, man, I don't want to turn this religious. So, yeah, hold on. Can you guys hear this?
Good point.
Do you guys hear that at all? Or no? I know you can see it, but did you hear it? This is my first time using OBS, so maybe if I do this, hold on. Well, no, because my mic is coming through there. Hold on, I'm figuring this out. No, you don't want that. Oh, I think they're gonna hear double. Oh, I think it's because it's coming through there and it's not populating in Steam or on whatchamacallit. Yeah. Must be on the talk of TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. Sorry, I have two chats going, but yeah, I'm on TikTok right now. This is my first time on YouTube, and I'm just trying to get super chats going and subscribers going, like the sound for subscribers, and it's just not working. It's just being difficult. And that's not fun. Kevin Jones, we aren't moving. That's the point. We are moving kinematic duality, and you won't ever come up to defend your point, ever, because you have no point. You have nothing to rebut it. You're going to say that because the Earth is rotating around the sun, there's kinematic duality, which means we can just draw the position from the sun or from the Earth, and everything rotates around the Earth. Cool. You can do that, but that doesn't mean that it works entirely. We have things like stellar aberration that knows we're the ones moving. It just means that you can do that and the laws of physics won't break down. That's all a kinematic duality is that you can draw a point, you can treat Earth as the stationary one. It just means that the laws of physics still hold up. That's all that means. But you don't understand education at all. Or science, or physics. And then you'll come up here with a bunch of word salad. You need to figure out how to stream all of it to both sites like Dr. Blitz. Does he do like so? He does the chat. Mouse just woke up and hissed. I never hear him hiss. You okay, Mouse? Oh, you can't. I went too far. Hold on here. I got you guys. There we go. He was sleeping. You okay, Mouse? Come here, Mousifer. Come here, buddy. Oh, we got a big stretch going. Oh, nope. Didn't make it all the way. Got tired? Okay, buddy. Okay. Mouse woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, you woke up and just hissed. Had a dream. Poor guy. What's Cast also? You need to figure. Oh, What's Cast does it too? Yeah, I wonder what program they use. Cause do they show the chat on like screen or is it just one chat? You can manipulate your clueless, indoctrinated zombie followers. I'm not manipulating anyone. Everyone can go do their own research. The only thing my followers are doing here in chat is listening to science debunk, pseudoscience, and grifters. Was she just going on about Jesus? That's so funny, Chardock. That's actually so hilarious. TikTok has the derplings, but YouTube has the following. Yeah, it shows both chats on YouTube, plus the screen shares and such. Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that. Host, would I feel spin at same RPM on a 24 billion circumference globe? What? You don't feel the spin now. And the rotations per minute doesn't make sense because it rotates once a day. So the bigger you make it, the less you would feel it. But you don't even feel it now. I mean, you can feel the effects from like Coriolis and stuff, but yeah. You'd spin at 1 billion miles per hour at the equator and you think you wouldn't feel it. You spin once a day, one time a day. You spin one time a day. Should rotate twice per day because I said so, yes. Earth moving through space at 66,600 miles per hour orbiting the sun would be felt. Nope. It's so slight. Separate OBS screens, I think, but you can show what you need to. Really? So he has two OBS screens for like one for YouTube, one for TikTok, or oh, he might be using actually what he might be doing half the rate of any house hand by arm beef. Yeah. Yeah, the hour hand on the clock is 2 times as fast as the Earth's rotation. What I think they're doing them is probably Streamlabs has a premium you can pay, and then it lets you stream on 2 platforms at once. So I bet that's what he's doing. I don't want to pay for that. It's like $27 a month, and let me tell you, medicine is not cheap, chat. So I am not paying for that. Anyways, moving this back. There's a way to do it because like right now, I just literally, if I just had my chat, like, cause I have 2 separate chats. So if I just have them here, I can respond to them. But the issue is if I ever click, I wonder if if I click into, TikTok at all, drops out the YouTube chat because why not? Although, hold on, I think I have a fix for it. Hold on. There we go. Never mind. Just like that. We can do that. I'm a super genius. There we go. And that shouldn't drop out. There we go. Yeah, and he even streams to them all, right? I don't know what they use. Guy, he wouldn't invest much either. Yeah. Oh, hey, look. Kinematic Duality is wanting to YouTube more like MeTube.
What's
Hey,
up?
What's up? What do you want?
Yeah, so your claim was completely wrong. And
What claim?
yeah, well, what we were talking about in the chat, and you said the bigger it is, the less you would feel it. That's crazy, dude.
Yes, that's 100% true.
It's actually the opposite,
Nope,
really.
it's not. You're now a
So-
much bigger thing that's rotating at the same rate, which is once
Yeah.
per day. You're going to feel that less.
Oh, really? So, okay,
Yes.
so you said the clock hands, right? So what happens if you extend the clock hands to 4,000 miles, which is the radius of the Earth?
And they still rotate at the same speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
What
gonna,
happens?
you're
How
gonna-
fast is the ends of the hands
it's
going?
It's gonna be the same rate twice per day.
It's the same as far as how much time it takes to get to the destination.
Yeah, you asked how much would we feel the spin?
So
You
if
wouldn't.
somebody's standing 100 feet away from the center, they're going to rotate super slow, right? Because they're so close to the center. But somebody standing at the 4,000 mile mark of the hands.
Yeah.
would be
So this is
rotating a lot
this is the
faster.
exact question you asked. You didn't ask about speed. You said, "Host, would I feel spin at same RPM," which doesn't make sense, on a 24 billion circumference globe? Nope.
Oh, hold on, that
because
doesn't
it's
make
the
sense.
same spin.
It doesn't make sense. Hold on.
No,
So
it doesn't
circumference
rotate any amount of times per minute.
Circumference. Okay, so a circumference of 24 billion miles in circumference, right? It has to travel that distance in order for it to repeat in for a 24-hour a segment, right? So it has to travel that distance. So it has to travel 24 billion miles. So divide that by 24. That's 1 billion miles an hour.
Still rotates once a day.
It doesn't matter. You're just describing it in a different way. That's all you're doing. You're trying
I'm
to
not describing it in a different way.
simplify it.
If it rotates once a
you're
day,
describing the whole thing as one.
that's what you're. Yeah, that's because that's what
but
it is.
That's not how spin works, though.
What are you talking about? Yes, it is.
No, you can describe the whole thing as one, but if
It
there's
is.
something on the actual ball, it would matter where you were located, because let's say you're on the pole, right?
The
where there's no
Coriolis
spin
effect
at
would be a
all.
lot worse.
So you're on the pole where there's no spin at all. You're claiming the whole thing, it doesn't matter because the whole thing's rotating as one. But that doesn't make any sense.
Well,
it
because
does
your
matter.
question was about spin. Yeah.
Yes, it would matter because you would be getting the most force at the equator.
I mean, yeah, Coriolis would be stronger.
Yeah, you'd be feeling the spin much more at the equator. So again, it's
Yeah,
like
but
it does matter
the
more.
spin is still once a day. You still rotate once a day.
You're just describing the whole thing as one, though. It doesn't
That's
matter.
what it is doing.
So it's with the example with the clock hands that you were saying, oh, it only spins that much. Yeah, if you're
Twice a
spinning,
day.
Okay, but think about a huge clock, right? And let's say it cuts the Earth, your globe Earth, right in half, right? And now it's the whole circumference of the Earth, right? And it's just flat. If you're standing 100 feet away from the North Pole in the middle, it's not going to be spinning very fast. But if you're standing on the very ends of the Earth with the ends of the circumference, you're going to be spinning a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I know the centrifugal force would be greater with a larger radius, Fuzzy. I already said the Coriolis effect would be stronger, but he just asked about the spin. His question was spin, the rotation of it. Yeah, it's still once a day.
My point with bringing it up is that, it seems like, 1,000 miles per hour. Oh, it doesn't seem that fast, right? But if you extend this whole thing up, scale it up to a bigger size, you can see how delusional that thought is. Because if we were spinning and standing on a planet that size, I don't care what the scale is. I don't care that I'm tiny on the planet. If I'm spinning at 1 billion miles per hour, I would fucking fly. Sorry, I would fly off. Something would happen. It would not be the same.
Good thing we're not on an Earth that's 24 billion miles wide, are we?
But if current science doesn't explain it that way, and I can't scale it right without it sounding delusional, then what's the point? How is this
What do
accurate?
you mean? Hey, how would you, if you were in a car that was going 25 billion miles per hour, would you feel that?
Say what again?
If you were in a car going 25 billion miles per hour, would you feel that?
If you're here on Earth and then you're enclosed and constant, it was a constant speed. No, you wouldn't feel it. And like there was nothing else resisting. No, you wouldn't feel it.
Okay, say you were stopped, and then the car goes 24 billion miles per hour. Did you feel that?
Yeah, when you're accelerating, if you go from 0 to that, yeah, absolutely, you get the most. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that sounds pretty ludicrous, right?
No.
Going 24 billion miles per hour isn't ludicrous?
No. The concept of what you're saying isn't ludicrous. That extends with no problem. Like that, we can observe that fine. Going like small scale to large scale, we can actually make that happen.
We can observe the Earth rotate. What are you talking about?
When we observe things rotate, though, and we see like a faster, like a longer hand, such as the clock hands that extend.
Oh wait, yeah, that's a good point. You just said you wouldn't, if you were going at constant speed, you wouldn't feel that. Hey, guess what the Earth's doing?
Rotation's considering acceleration.
Yeah, it's very tiny. It's very, very minuscule.
So?
And it's measured by the Coriolis effect. We do feel it.
Okay, yeah. So you feel it. So you feel the Coriolis?
Yeah, I feel wind.
Oh, okay. So that's what the Coriolis is?
Hurricane. I've been in a hurricane, so yeah, I've experienced it that way. Yeah.
Oh, man, this is great. Now we're deflecting.
That's not deflecting at all. Hurricanes are caused by the Coriolis effect. What are you talking about?
The whole point was to point out how delusional like the view was.
Yeah, if I scale this thing up to an unimaginable thing and just claim it's delusional, it seems pretty delusional.
Well, you guys would claim that we wouldn't feel it because it's the same amount of it's the same amount of coverage in a time. But even though you're traveling a lot faster, it's the same amount being described in one set time period. So you think that's...
I told you the Coriolis effect would be stronger, but the spin would be the same once per day.
Well, obviously the spin would be the same.
That was your question.
You're just describing the thing as a whole, though, right?
That's what it is.
It's
a whole.
My point is that where you're located on that whole matters.
For like feeling the effects, I mean, yeah, you're gonna feel it strong. Like you're more prone to hurricanes, or what are the southern ones called? Typhoons, in the southern hemisphere, and hurricanes in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's all I wanted to say. I think
a whole lot of nothing. That's what you wanted to say.
No, I just really don't want to. I wasn't getting up here to get into a huge debate. I could prove in other ways the Earth is flat, but
no, you can't.
Really
it doesn't exist.
Right now? Yeah, I mean, I found a lot of evidence over the years.
No, you haven't. You've just misunderstood data.
So, like, do you reference the Eratosthenes experiment?
Eratosthenes? Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a whole video of a person making a table come out with the same results. So he made the table look like it was a globe.
Okay.
So I mean, like when we have things like that, I mean,
yeah, Eratosthenes can work with on a flat surface with a local sun or a local light.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like these evidences that.
So you know what we would do is then we would go, okay, well, is the sun local? And then guess what? We proved it's not.
How's that?
The best way, parallax of Venus. That's how we measure the distance to the sun. It's gravitational effect and parallax.
Parallax. Gotcha.
Yep.
Wow, that really got you the distance of the sun?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what assumptions are involved in that?
No assumptions.
No assumptions.
Known factors.
Oh, really? So no distances to the stars or the moon or any other things were assumed in those calculations?
Like I said, known distances.
Known distances, exactly. So we're going to get into you claiming that we know the distance to the moon and we know the distance of this and that.
Yeah, we absolutely do. We literally sent people to the moon.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, we did.
Sure.
You see how all of your stuff just falls to, yeah, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Nope. Nuh-uh.
Because I've been in years of like getting into this with people and like actually like providing all the what you would call like the meta stuff and like or like the conspiracy part behind it, all the operations, all the different things involved. You know it all. I know you do. You just refuse to acknowledge any of it. But
No, you guys just provide nothing in conspiracy theories.
so like things like MK Ultra, Operation Paperclip, none of that
Have
matters
nothing
to
to
you.
do with the shape of the Earth.
Oh, okay. Has nothing to do with it.
It doesn't. What does MK Ultra have to do with the shape of the Earth?
Brainwashing people. Making
What does
them,
that have to do with the shape of the Earth?
We were at a very vulnerable time when technology was growing, and we were in this space race, right, to prove that we can get to the moon, and that was the perfect opportunity to brainwash a nation.
So you remember when I said all of your stuff just falls back on conspiracy theories?
Yeah, but there's a lot of evidence.
Conspiracy, not one single evidence. That literally has nothing to do with the shape of the Earth, and you fall back on conspiracies.
But there's so much. How do
You just
explain,
claim
like,
conspiracies.
How do you explain NASA bloopers?
What NASA bloopers?
Like, let's say like a clip where the guy has a hat, right, and then he hands it to the other guy, but the other guy doesn't actually get the hat, and he acts like he's making the motion like he received the hat.
What's the name of the video you're talking about?
Oh, I don't know the name of it. I've seen it everywhere though.
NASA bloopers hat.
Yeah, you can find it on TikTok, I'm sure.
I'm not finding anything, but you know what I did find, ironically, when I typed that in?
What's
this
that?
right here. This short. Oh, give it a second. Give it a second. It'll change. Oh, wait, no, it won't because I'm on the wrong... I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, here we go. How's that explained?
How's what explained?
How is the liquid operating like that?
Operating like what?
Like you just saw.
Inflating?
See that? Why is it forming a ball around his face?
Dude, they have so much special effects. Have you seen the clip?
Oh,
of them,
so once again, falling back on conspiracy theories. You see how all of your evidence falls back on conspiracy theories? Literally
so
every single one?
Okay, so have you seen the clip of them where she has like a teddy bear or something like that, and it appears out of nowhere, so it's a special effect to make it appear, and then she grabs it and starts manipulating it. Like, they have all the special technology.
So you're gonna give me that video too, or?
I think I remember where I saw it. I could find it. It was a big documentary, though.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything for a fake teddy bear in space.
I think it was either like a globe. No, it might have been a globe. I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
A globe guy? Hold on. Here, I found a video of a globe guy. Let's see here. Hold on.
I know you've seen the harnesses and all that.
I haven't.
Really? What about the astronaut that almost drowned in space?
In his suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a suit malfunction.
Is that what you believe?
What do you mean believe? There's literal liquids in the suit.
Okay. All right. I mean, hey,
see, once again, you fall back on conspiracies.
Hey, it's convenient. Well, you say it's conspiracy, but it's always a catch me for you guys.
It's not a catch me. You say something, and we say, no, we say, oh, no, actually, here's the schematics for the design of the spacesuit. There's liquids in it that malfunction. And you go, wow, convenient. No, it's just explained. How do I explain what?
Bubbles in space.
There aren't bubbles in space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see how many topics you've had to jump to, and they've all landed on conspiracies?
You keep denying on
Hey,
all of
is
them,
this what you're talking about, by the way?
Hold on. No, that's a different one. I've seen that one, and that's fine. That one is less, less of a worry. But the other one that I'm talking about it's like there's nothing there on the screen, and then there's like a sound effect, and it's like something teleports in, and then she grabs it, starts manipulating it, doing things with it. I don't remember what it was. I think it was
So
like a bear.
all of your evidence is literally proof fool needs his loser-based super secret special knowledge. Yeah, so all of your evidence falls on conspiracies, and nah, they're lying to you. MK Ultra.
I have other evidences too. Like I have personal evidence that I've actually seen what I would call the firmament.
Okay, show us a picture of the firmament or whatever
Oh no,
evidence you
I
have.
don't claim to have a picture of it. So yeah.
Okay, what is the evidence of the firmament?
I saw it. So
you saw it?
Yeah.
NASA shows video from inside ball of water in space. Oh yeah. Jim Daniels. Actually, that's a good one. Hold on. Sphere of water.
I was gonna say something else and I forgot.
You've seen the firmament, huh?
Well, yeah, I don't bring this one up as proof though normally because it's anecdotal. It's my personal experience, so I can't claim it's like solid proof.
Okay, here you go. How do you explain this? So we have they have a ball of water, right, in space, right? This is on the ISS, which you can't explain why water is behaving like that here on Earth. It just won't happen.
Sure.
And then they put a GoPro in it. Yeah, just give it a minute. And that shouldn't be happening, but once again, you want to be explaining it. And then they show the footage from inside the water ball.
Honestly, that's an interesting clip. I haven't ever seen that one, but I would still say that one, would be probably chalked down to special
Once
effects.
again, falls back on conspiracies.
No, they're master,
Literally everything you have said falls on a conspiracy.
Makers. Can I ask you something? Could they fake that?
Could they fake this? I would probably say no. You can't get water to behave like this on Earth.
So you think there's no way, and because of that lack of being able to fake it, that they couldn't have possibly done it?
There's no way that water behaves like this on Earth. Correct.
Right. I mean, what if it was computer generated?
It's not. They're interacting with it. Look.
So wait, hold on. Can computer generated people interact with computer generated things, or do we have the technology today, even with your phone, to put on little filters and interact with little AIs that aren't actually there? Like
they don't look like
this
this
on your own phone.
They don't look like this. No.
Well, do you think that they release everything that's top technology to us?
Oh wow, another conspiracy you're falling on.
Hey,
no evidence.
If this is a top government agency who's trying to hide,
they're not a top government agency. Their budget actively just got cut again.
If they're actively trying to hide the truth and they're like one.
Hey, are you going to admit that literally everything you believe falls back on a conspiracy?
Oh no, we're just on the conspiracy part. I have
okay. I've asked for evidence, and you've said here's some evidence, and they all fall back on conspiracies.
Rayleigh criterion, in particular, is the evidence that the Earth is flat. So
what?
Rayleigh criterion, Raleigh, however you say it, that's the reason the Earth is flat.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
It's a point of where light merges with 2 points of light merge. That actually proves that the Earth is flat and that there's no curvature.
Hold on, I got you. Oh my gosh. It's how do you spell it?
RAYLEIGH space CRITERION.
Spell the last one again.
It's criterion. It's CRITERION.
That's what I'm looking for. Yep. Hold on. This is the image I'm looking for. How does this? No, not that. There we go. How is this proving that the Earth is flat?
Yeah. So when you learn a little bit about how the eye works, and you learn how we actually see and how perspective works, you learn that at the horizon is actually the point where we would expect things to disappear bottom up, and the reason is for the phenomena called Rayleigh criterion. It's because it is the least amount of angular resolution that you can resolve, because it is up against the ocean, which is a solid surface that you can't see through, while the top is up against the sky, So there's nothing to eat away at the top of the building, but the bottom is merging with like the buildings and the ships as it's going further and further away, because the angular separation is the least amount there at the horizon.
So the horizon is a point of light?
It's where all the points of light collapse. So I've posted a video recently. You can look into it, and this guy wasn't a flat earther or anything, but it's into projective geometry, and it's essentially talking about how parallel lines always converge at the horizon, and it kind of like it goes with perspective in how like traditional art does, but it doesn't at the same time, because it has different kind of conclusions about how things actually work, and it reflects how we see things. And that even in the video, it says that it gives a mathematical reason why the horizon is so straight and flat to us. So I mean, you can go and watch the video if you want. It's like a
so this
kind of like a
so these overlap and produce a blurred image.
Right.
Okay, so why isn't the horizon blurred image?
So the horizon is where, so it's not like so the horizon is a result of the limit of where the bottom portion of your vision runs to. So that it doesn't necessarily fade out. It creates a hard point of a line because all the angles are collapsing there. But the things that are above it and that are traveling further and go, so this is, I'm a little lit right now, so I apologize.
You're getting past a script.
No, I mean, this isn't even a script. Like, I discovered this on my own, and then I actually
found... hold on, let me pause you. I don't know why all flat earthers are doing this thing now. This is a new thing they're coming up with. No, I discovered this one solely with the fucking K factor, Jack with the stupid Larry Basinger, now you with this stupid phenomena.
I've been with this for a while, but yes.
No, everyone's doing it. No, this doesn't make any sense. And by the way, this is used for the Hubble telescope.
Well, everything uses Rayleigh criterion. I mean, it's just a phenomenon that happens with vision.
Yeah. So does this happen in everyday vision?
Yeah. Actually, literally,
someone that knows like cameras better than me, and how light works with vision.
And part of this is that projective geometry. And like in the video, he's like, this sounds like he's showing a concept of shadows, and he's showing how like the shadows are actually help determine where things actually lie in reality. But sorry, my bad. But you should look into projective geometry. But
yeah, so this happens under diffraction. Is the only time. Yeah. We aren't under the effects of diffraction all the time.
There's a diffraction limit to all lenses.
Yeah, but we aren't under conditions of diffraction all the time.
So this happens at the point of the smallest resolution limit that humans have, so about 1 arc second. So it would happen literally all the time.
It doesn't happen at 1 arc second. There's no way. And you said our limitation is at 1 arc second?
The human limitation is right around 1 arc second, yeah.
The human...
I'm sorry. Is it 1 arc minute? 1 arc minute, my bad. I meant 1 arc minute for the whole thing.
So this doesn't happen. There's absolutely no way that this happens at 1 arc second. That we take measurements of stars, even on your flat Earth model, the sun, and stars behind it in arc seconds. If this was a thing, we would be taking weird measurements. Doesn't happen. So diffraction limit, this is the absolute physical limit caused by the wave nature of light bending through the pupil. It only dictates your vision when the pupil opens very wide, 5 to 8 millimeters, allowing more light in, but making diffraction the dominant cause of image blurring. To put that in perspective, by the way, our like normal pupil size is 2 to like 4 millimeters. So no, it doesn't happen all the time.
It literally can happen all the time.
I just told you, no, we don't have sufficient light in our eyeballs. It's physically impossible. Our eyes don't let in enough.
So wait, hold on. What determines it again?
What determines what?
So when does it happen?
We have sufficient enough light going through our pupil for Rayleigh criterion
Yeah.
at 5 to 8 millimeters when our pupil is 5 to 8 millimeters, so dilated.
Okay, so there has to be enough light coming into your eyes.
Yeah, your
Yeah, so it's not
eyes
going to
have to be
happen in a dark
dilated.
room. Yeah, it's not going to happen in a dark room. I'm not claiming it happens in the dark.
You said it happens all the time.
Well, like when you're out and about, yeah, when there's a lot of light coming into your eyes, like the daytime, it would.
No,
it would
your pupils are not dilated 5 to 8 millimeters in the daylight. That's like that's like huge, by the way. That's my pupils. I don't know if you can see. My pupils are naturally big because I have really bad eye problems. My pupil is about my pupil normally sits at like 4 millimeters. And that's above the average, by the way. Your pupil isn't normally at 4 millimeters. Your eye opens up in dilated sun to like 6-ish millimeters on a very bright day.
So you know this happens with like headlights in cars going away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So could I be sitting in a dark car with my eyes in like away from the window and everything, where the light's not really hitting my eyes too much, and still see the merging of the two lights?
You don't see the light doesn't merge to you. If a car is far away, they look like one beam, right? And then as they get closer, you see that they're two.
Yes, that's due to Rayleigh criterion.
Yeah.
That's what the whole phenomena is.
Yeah, but that's seeing two different light rays.
Yes, that's what the whole point is.
Yeah. Well, how does that prove a flat Earth?
Yes. No, I'm saying so. Our vision predicts that bottom-up disappearing happens, and I'm saying it's due to this and projected. Our understanding of our vision would be closer to projective geometry, and that would explain bottom-up disappearance. And now, if our vision is explaining that, but yet the math for the globe is predicting that there'd be drop, right? Where is the actual drop? It should be more than just perspective causes. That is my point.
You're saying the horizon should drop more than it does?
I'm saying if we predict based off of just how our like vision works and everything, that the horizon should be there and that things were disappearing bottom up because of how our vision works, then where is the actual curvature that should be there?
What does that have to do with vision? What are you talking about?
If on a flat Earth I could make a prediction and make it make sense to where I'm using vision and making calculations just based off of my vision, how that works, and I make accurate predictions. Where is the drop of the curve that you are referring to? Let's say it was 10 miles away. Where would be the curve?
On a flat Earth, where would be the curve?
If I'm testing both models, right? And I can prove that it's from vision, and I know that my vision is causing the object to drop a set amount, then where is the curve that proves that there's no curve there if it's accurate? Because there's no drop physically from a curve. It's all optical.
No, like things go beyond the curve of the Earth. That's not an optical thing.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, we can't see it optically, but like that's a physical phenomena that happens. It doesn't just optically gets. Yeah.
But if I'm saying that can be proven optically, then what happens?
If you can see something behind the curve of the Earth?
No, if I can prove that bottom-up obstruction is caused by vision.
I would, prove it.
I mean, what would that mean to you, though?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the data and draw a conclusion. It's not how vision works because you can use a telescope, but the ship bottom is still missing FFs. Yeah, the Rayleigh criteria. This is YouTube chat. Quantifies the relationship between the aperture size of an optical device and the wavelength of light.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, a telescope can resolve much smaller than your eye. Funny how zoom never brings the bottom half back. Yeah, it never will.
So that's the tricky part, is that when you're looking with your eyes, the size of boats happen to disappear right when they're like getting towards the horizon. They're getting too optically small. But when something is larger and can be like resolved longer, and it gets to that point where all the lines of the ocean collapse, once it gets past that, where that imaginary line is, where we see what we call the horizon, and it keeps going, and it's big enough to be resolved, the bottom is going to start disappearing before the top.
Yeah, then you just get a camera with a better resolution, and it still disappeared.
Well, all cameras, all telescopes have a diffraction limit.
Yeah, much better than your eye.
I agree. Some of them do.
Most of them.
And that's why we can sometimes bring in partial of boats back.
Never the bottom.
Well, it's kind of hard to prove it's the bottom or not. There's some videos where it looks a little.
No, it's not. Is it the bottom of the boat? Nope. Look at that.
It's hard to tell because of the angular size of the actual whole boat.
No, it's not. It's not at all. No.
Again, the claim would have to be when it gets past the horizon. If it's still in front of the horizon, that doesn't even make sense for it to drop, before the horizon. Yeah, there's videos of that happening. So
of a boat dropping below the Earth before the horizon.
Yeah, and it looks like it's
never happened.
So it's on my page.
Here we go. There's a ship below the horizon disappearing. A little gif of it.
The video is on my page too. You can watch it right now.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to
Yeah. What's your fucking TikTok?
Kinematic duality.
How do I fucking get to it? Where's your name in chat? Because I don't. Oh, there you were. All right. Let's do this. All right. Where is it?
I honestly don't go to my page a lot. I don't know. Go down. The one on the bottom right.
This one?
Oh wait, no, it's the bottom left, I think.
This one?
There's two boats on the bottom right. Do the left one.
This isn't a boat. This is a picture of a sun.
I can't see. It's next to the Admiral bird. Yes, that one. Wait, that's not the one. It's the next clip. Watch. No, that's the right one. I'm saying it's on the same video. How about that?
Where's the boat disappearing?
Bro, look at the whole bottom.
Are you're joking? Like this? Are you trolling right now?
The whole bottom of it's gone.
You can see it crashing and look, it comes back up over a wave right there.
Let me ask you something. If I zoomed out a little bit from this right, and I took a still shot right there, would you guys claim it's bottom up disappearing?
Yeah, due to waves here, and it looks like it's a pretty hot day because the boat's like
this
wiggly.
That waves can make it look like it. There's a lot of things that.
Yes, we know that waves can make it look like it. Correct, and we can account for that. But literally, you see it cresting the top of a wave there.
Nah, it's
nah. That's not on a wave.
Everything is not always as what it appears to be. So like somebody.
Yeah, and we account for that. That's
video.
It in a wave. That's it riding a wave. You think that's it disappearing before the horizon?
No. I'm saying that's what it kind of looks like, and what you guys kind of.
It's riding a wave, is what's happening. It's on a wave. Guys, a boat on the dip of a wave means Earth flat. I don't even know, like, we're going to watch that again. I've never... Okay, so this proves that... Oh, you did call it. This proves that the Earth is... Look at this. And we can pull the bottom of the boat back in, by the way. Yep. Yep. This proves that it disappears before the horizon. Yeah, you can see the horizon behind the boat too. This is right. Yeah, like we got the horizon back here and over here. This is let's go through his other videos. What's this one? Oh my gosh, we're not listening to that. Could this be real footage of the ice wall? Whoa. Was his boat already at least partially obstructed? No, and I didn't even need to see it, Ella. Yes, you are correct. He fell for Durst BS. Yes, real. Hold on. I think I can get. Hold on. Is there, Google. Hold on. I'm gonna try and add. Oh, excuse that. So people on YouTube can see it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Sorry, YouTube. Yeah, it's on Kinematic Duality's YouTube or TikTok. Yeah, there is no curve. There absolutely is. Oh, okay, we're done with that one. TikTok removing content that challenges the globe religion. Why must they control what people see? Get out of here. If flat Earth is stupid, why something? TikTok removing content that challenges the globe religion. What? So the Ross ice shelf, is that what that video is? I've never seen that video before. Boats don't disappear over Earth curvature. Seems like they did. Wait, this is the same thing. Oh, yeah. I'm going the opposite direction. Hold on. I wanted to see that other one. Yeah, the bottom is still obstructed. Admiral Byrd interview.
Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing.
Yeah. Modern mechanics and inventions. What is this? Would you like to earn $5,000? If you can prove that the world is a sphere floating in space, turning on its axis, revolving around the sun, you can earn a prize in that amount. Who is this? Wilbur Veliva, who claims the Earth is flat and offers $5,000 for proof. Does anyone know if that price ever got claimed? Yeah, he says beyond the South Pole in Little America. God set the stars in the firmament above. What is this? Those small boats are never already over the horizon, If they weren't grown-ass adults, it might be cute that they can't even make that distinction. Yeah, they're absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense. Probably as real as Flat Earth 3 Bitcoin challenge. Yeah, it'll never happen. They lost in court because no one has ever seen the globe. They didn't lose in court. It was contractual. Everything is frequency. Now, I know this can be a real phenomena, but this doesn't look real. A boat on the horizon. Oh, let's see this. Now seen from the side. Oh my gosh. Terrible music. Let's see. Due to the narrow angles diminishing in size in an opaque ocean, this gives the illusion of curvature. No, that's the opposite of what your phenomena is saying. Are we on Live Talk? Yeah, I'm looking through kinematic dualities. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. This is just a weird post, I guess. Iraqi TV debate.
والآية اللي قرأتها
Okay. The breath of paradise is as the breadth of the heavens and earth. You're doing this for our entertainment. I am. Attest to the fact that the earth is flat. Oh, this is just... If the earth is not round, what shape does it have? That's fair. I have proof today as a result of scientific development. I just want to like... the eye, as I have said... So far, no doctor has succeeded in understanding how the eye works. No doctor has succeeded in understanding how the eye works. Just want to point out that this guy said that. My ophthalmologist, no idea what the fuck they're doing. She ain't got a clue. She's got no clue. Granted, to be fair, this is just a translation, so it may not translate exactly to that. Oh, whoa, stop that. Let's see here. How come you see things as round when they are in the blurred distance? Do you? But when they get within visible distance, you see them as straight. What? You don't. It happens the same way. If something far away, do you see it as round? I've got real bad vision, so it's just blurry for me. When we stand on the ground, we are close to it. Yes, a square that goes further. A square that goes further, you can't see the corners. What? Oh, what? This the kind of shit Gene will DM you over and over again. Yeah, I finally had to block him. Ugh. 1999, there was a full solar eclipse. Okay, I'm done reading this. I can't read that tiny. 6 miles, 6 feet. Wait, what? Is this just supposed to be what Earth looks like? Oh, this is the flat Earth model? Kinematics, is this the flat Earth model? If the globe was real, why wasn't there a second court case for it? It was a contractual obligation. Fools like Mikey think flat Earth won in court as if the case was about flat Earth and globe. Yeah, it wasn't. It was about contractual, unfornicated. Is the one that got to me. I mean, I knew that it was. Yeah, it's just about contractual obligations.
Geometry, which is dedicated to this. Unfortunately, the theorems of projective geometry are kind of a mouthful, so bear with me.
Let's see this.
Imagine an object is casting the following shadow. There's a dot, 3 lines going through it. It has a triangle, which has 1 corner on each of those lines, and a second triangle, which also has 1 corner on each of those 3 lines. Now, without knowing anything about what's casting this shadow, here's something we can say about these 2 triangles. If we take their longest sides, we can extend them, and they'll cross in a point. If we take the upper sides, those will also cross in a point. And if we take the remaining sides, those will cross in a point as well. Generally, 3 points do not lie on a line, but these ones always do. And this is an intrinsic geometric property of these shadows. So it doesn't matter how we reorient the original object, those 3 intersections always line up. And this is actually a property of plane geometry. It's called the Desargues theorem. And even if I adjust the original lines, like change that one, the intersection just moves along on the dotted line. If I adjust the triangles, the line itself moves. This is a generic property of points, triangles, and lines in the plane. And when you're confronted with a kind of abstract geometric result like this, a very reasonable criticism is to say, who cares? Where would you ever see this? But the irony in this case is that you're actually seeing this all the time. If you look at any checkered floor, you can find
Why am I doing
examples
this?
of these Desarguian triangles in it.
Why am I
If you
doing this?
extend the edges of these triangles, you get a line of intersections that we normally call the horizon. So the Desargues theorem gives us a geometric foundation for understanding why the horizon is so.
The horizon looks flat. That's why they all lay on the same point. Just to clarify there, guys. Because the horizon is pretty darn flat to you. So they lie on the same point. So yes.
Straight. And what's interesting is that we've been doing geometry for 2,000 years at this point, and we had never observed this before. Because it turns out you have to think about this in terms of
Why the horizon is so flat, what he was going to say.
shadows
shadows in order to prove it. So by trying to understand the geometry of our vision, we opened up a whole new world of geometrical theorems, which had actually been literally hidden in plain sight the whole time. You can say there's a field called projective geometry.
No,
which
he
is
didn't.
dedicated.
Daniel Brown, that's why he did it. He didn't explain what this...
And what's interesting is that we've been doing geometry for 2,000 years at this point, and we had never observed this before, because it turns out you have to think about this in terms of shadows in order to prove it. So by trying to understand the geometry of our vision, we opened up a whole new world of...
This says nothing. It just talks about geometry. Wow. Geometry. Let's talk about this. Oh my gosh, Dr. Blitz already debunked, I think, this exact video. Oh, hey, look, there's my cat. Oh, you guys can't see her. Oh, well, you saw her jump up. My other cat. Hi, Stank. Wow, it's almost like the feet don't disappear bottom up. Can I just fast forward? It's like you can still see the bottom of the feet. Crazy. That's absurd how we can do that. How this absolutely disproves. See how we can still see the bottom of the foot right there? It's crazy kinematic. Crazy. What is this? Sunrise and sunset simulated on flat Earth. What am I looking at? What am I looking at right now? This doesn't look like... Oh, excuse me. This doesn't look like a flat Earth. Or sorry, this doesn't look like a sunrise or a sunset. Yeah, there is a lot of refraction there. Yeah, this doesn't look like a sunrise or a sunset. Oh, I see. So what is this grid I'm seeing? So yeah, he's moving a physical sheet. I see now. So that's a board, and he's getting closer and further away from said sheet. So what is the thing that's getting closer to us? Significantly, by the way. Kinematic? Yeah, what's the thing that's getting closer to us? His video of the boat not beyond the horizon was hilarious. Yeah, I'll be hand waved like everything else. Oh, yeah. To be fair, any single sunset ought to be their main concern as per basic geometry. Yeah, it won't be. Yeah, this disproves your flat Earth kinematic. What is the quote-unquote board in the real world? Wally George interviews Charles Johnson, 1980s.
He says the Earth is definitely flat. Here is my guest, Charles Johnson. Let's hear it for Charles. Now, Charles.
This light, the sun is the board. So the sun is getting that much closer to us. I'm going to be ending here shortly anyways. So I'm actually going to go ahead and stop the YouTube stream right now. I appreciate you guys who are hanging out with us on YouTube. I'm just going to end that one now because I don't know how to actually end it. We're going to see if this ends it. But I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will have this set up better for next time I stream, which will probably